Desktop audio should be up. People should be able to hear us, and now they should be able to see us.
I see a kitty in the background. Okay.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to TPK. It has been a while since we've done an actual session. We do apologize for that. Personal life does get in the way. But we're back now, and we're going to pick up exactly where we left off, which I believe was right at the tail end of some conversations with some giants, some fathers, some brothers, and some people taking the remains of Naaman back inside the tavern. At which, I believe, Annalise was the first to enter the tavern, and there, when you come in, you do see a figure sitting on the table, where there was this blue puddle, but it's kind of like made its way around the figure that's sitting there, and it's holding a metallic object in its hands.
Am I still carrying Naaman's body, or has his dad already took him through the door?
I believe it was Von Tharn and his father that had the body at the moment.
No, Von Tharn had his
cool.
effects and clothing.
Okay.
Yeah, she had his things.
Armor. Yeah, Von Tharn has his things.
I thought we already helped him get the stuff back to Garland's. We were just coming back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Okay. All right.
So we'll say he's already been brought in.
Yes.
And he's, been laid wherever it is you guys put him. As you guys finish doing that, you look up and you notice this figure sitting on the table in the middle of the room.
Do I recognize this figure?
You do.
Is it Puck?
It is.
Cool.
Wait, so everyone's in the tavern and looking at this figure now?
Yeah.
I think it's just... Okay.
Well, those of you who went into the tavern.
Okay.
I think I'm there.
I am.
Go up to him and I try and punch him.
Okay, I'm pretty sure everyone is in there currently except for Varnthon. I think she's making her way in there.
Probably. Because
she was still carrying her Naaman's stuff, but I am still with the Storm Giants.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Everyone else is in the tavern.
Okay.
Varnthon, I think, is just entering with all the stuff, yeah.
So heavy.
I walk up to Puck and I try and punch him.
Roll an attack.
That's fair. You know what? That's fair.
I'd like to imagine that as Mothar is walking in, she's not able to really see where she's going unless she's looking out the sides from the stuff she's carrying.
Just
so heavy.
15. Wait. Yes. Wait, attack roll? Is that like strength or dex or anything?
Isn't that an unarmed strike?
Yeah, it would be an unarmed strike.
So it would be the modifier for the unarmed strike.
Yeah. Which, if I'm not mistaken for you, is...
+4.
Yeah, dex, so it should be 4.
Yeah, so 17.
Okay.
As I swing, I go, "Oh, now you show up!"
Just phases right through him, and he just kind of disappears like a mirage, and he's now standing in the air behind you.
Little piece of shit.
You know that's blasphemy.
Who's a
I don't
piece
care.
of shit?
Hey, Annalise.
That's fair.
Annalise, maybe we don't try punching the god?
What does he want? Why is he here then? For the show?
The same reason I was here last time.
What?
Von Tharn
as he slowly floats down to the ground, as he's still working the pin in his hand. You get a look at it, it's the pin of everything.
I pat myself, is it not on me anymore?
It never was.
It wasn't, it was...
I took the pin of everything.
No,
I took it off.
Remember, you couldn't because it was still the bucket.
Yeah, it was still a bucket.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
We had to
yeah.
retcon that.
Right.
So that's why there was
yes.
the blue puddle in the middle of the table, because the pin turned
Right.
back into a
Got
pin instead of a bucket. Alright. Well,
Bonthorn goes to puts down the stuff.
last time I was here, I gave this to your half-elven friend. Because I, or he, has to be the one to give it to another person. Otherwise, it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, well, I would rather that it works. So, as he grabs your hand, Annalise, here you go. This is yours now. You can give it to whoever you like. It'll work for them just fine. But if you die, I'm going to have to do this again, so please don't do that.
Promises.
As he just fades off.
Damn it, he's still my favorite god.
Bonthorn, twitching her ears, confused.
What just happened?
That's a god, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
You're just casually friends with the god of mischief.
As you do. He comes by, he gives us shiny things.
What does he got of?
Oh,
Mischief.
Would Bonthorn recognize the god of mischief, or at least know anything about the god of mischief, Puck?
I mean, make a religion check, but it's going to be a low DC.
Now.
Meanwhile, Colleen's just kind of sitting there.
Oh,
Makes interesting food.
I mean, it's 19.
Yeah, you've heard of the god of mischief. You know who Puck is. You have a general understanding of the pantheon. You know he's not a particularly malicious god. He's just mischievous.
Bonthorn is just like, what?
I take the pin, a different shaped pin that looks kind of like a little sword that's an exact replica of Naaman's, but it's a pin. I pin it onto my lapel.
Easy enough to do.
Yeah, no, he's the one who gave who gave Naaman the pin last time.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
At which point, well, technically, you guys took it off the last guy's dead body, and I gave it to him after that.
I thought Puck was
gonna whip
gone.
around and
He just pops in next to your head, like just floating there.
Can I just like jump and try to punch his face?
You can try.
Okay, bet.
Make an attack roll.
Bet.
Colleen's just gonna like face slap and just be like,
Oh no, that
Hello.
doesn't hit. I already
"You
know that
were the
one.
one who said we don't punch gods." She also
You, my
claimed
friend.
that she wasn't going to stab someone.
Hold on.
You, my friend, is what is known as a hypocrite.
Apparently.
Hold on.
I'm not gonna stab you, I promise.
I'm not gonna stab you.
I still want that on a shirt for you at some point.
6.
I'm working on it.
I designed it!
What was it?
6.
Oh boy.
Make a dexterity check.
Check.
At disadvantage.
Oh no.
Saving throw. Sorry, saving throw.
Puddle?
Oh boy.
I mean, I probably deserve it, so.
Does she slip in the puddle of blue goo we got?
She's about to fall on her face. Can Colleen try and catch her by the back of her neck?
She rolled a 19, so she's good.
Okay.
You hear that come from right beside your head. You jump because getting snuck up on is not your thing. You do the sneaking, damn it. Nobody sneaks up on you. And you jump and you just fly wild and you just stumble backwards, but you catch yourself. And then you just kind of try to play it off like you didn't just fucking freak the fuck out.
Willow, didn't you just say not to punch a god?
He scared me. It was in self-defense.
Fair enough.
Also, I want to say that the higher roll was a nat 20.
Oh.
Nice.
So, I know which one I'm using now. I know which dice I'm using. At least for the foreseeable future, until it decides to fuck up.
So we need to eventually get ourselves our own little dice jails.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Puck still just floating there, or did he bamf out again?
He didn't need to. She went so wide with that fucking 6, man. It just went right past him, and he just kind of watched it. So he's just still floating.
No, so okay, cool. Hey, Puck. You're probably really good at alcohol, right?
Well, that's.
Wanna get hammered with me?
Else's... How much time do you got?
I got literally nothing else to do.
And Annalise disappears.
What?
Oh no!
I'm gonna go get drunk with a god.
I didn't actually hear what Annalise had said.
I asked if he wanted to get. I asked Puck if he wanted to get hammered with me.
He took you to
Don't
the
ever
island.
raise the god.
Wait.
Yep. I'm like, you know what?
Oh, you're
Just
gonna come
gonna
back.
get blackout drunk.
Has anybody here ever played Skyrim?
Yes.
Oh.
Has anybody here ever done the Sanguine Rose quest?
I tried to. I think it was one of the side quests that I was gonna go on.
It's one of the Daedric artifact quests.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you'll see.
Oh boy.
We'll come back to Annalise.
She'll
just
probably be drunk. She's gonna be passed out.
Elaine's just standing there, just being like, "Oh no."
This is gonna be great.
Oh no.
Did she just go off with the god of mischief to go on a drinking binge?
Apparently.
I'm living my best life. That is my favorite description of what is happening.
Alice! Why are the rest of you acting like this is probably normal? Is this normal?
I will say it's
Like,
not
let's be honest.
surprising.
It's because it's Annalise.
However, I
Nothing else came up to distract her, so drinking with the god.
Also, Liz, you're on mute.
I know, I have been, because I have been screaming laughing, and I did not want to burst out the audio.
Fair enough.
Colleen's gonna turn to
What's with everybody else doing?
and just be like, I'm not healing her hangover when she gets back.
You
I'm not
could-
there with you guys. I'm outside the tavern. I have no idea this is happening.
It
That
doesn't
is
matter.
right.
This is going to.
Not.
This is a literally holy hangover. There's nothing you can do. There's
So,
nothing you can do.
so Emma's definitely gonna
It's
be
gonna hurt like a
hungover.
mother in the morning. Good. Something to numb the pain. More pain.
All right. While you guys are dealing with the sudden absence of your merfolk, let's go outside and see what's happening with Annalise.
But
Well, I try to figure out what the fuck is about to happen.
also, I just make sure I snag that ring of jumping from that pile of equipment.
You do.
Okay.
Easily enough.
Cool.
So, Annalise, you've walked up to your where your brother is. I can't remember what was said last.
So this was basically right after the little
Okay.
jip I had with my brother.
Hold on,
Yes.
really quick.
Yeah.
it's Esmery, not Annalise. Annalise just went off
Fuck,
drinking a
yes.
puck.
Vax and Vax is totally cool.
I mean, I could too, but then I'm just a dick. You're allowed to do that because you're his wife.
So,
That's fair.
This was after. It was a little bit after the little quip of our argument, and then they went off flying to him to talk about what we need to do next.
right, and you had to walk because you can't fly.
Yes.
So you make it to them, and
Yes.
Your father seems to be in discussions with Operam, who is
Khan?
Oper Khan would technically
Oper
be the
Khan. Okay.
Wait, so question.
Yes.
Have they seen Azer Khan?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they did.
No, they've moved the body now because the glue is gone, and he. The only one who looks even remotely upset by this is Operam.
Yeah, that was his brother. So he
And
kind of
even
like.
then, it was kind of.
God.
Even then, his look is more. Well, for those of you who wanted to and had the chance to, make an insight check for anybody who wanted to.
You know what? Fuck it. Let's
You
go.
know I want to.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm on another plane of existence.
You think?
You probably.
You'll see.
It feels like it with all the booze.
You'll
I got
see.
a 14.
Not rolling digital anymore. Fuck that
I
noise.
got a 13.
14!
Okay. So what most of you, and like this is previously, by the way, Annalise, so you could have rolled this one. It's kind of going back in time a little bit. So his look is less, distraught. It's not really, he's terribly sad. It's more of you get the sense that he views this situation as more unfortunate than truly tragic. He knows who his brother was. He knows what the circumstances, and while regrettable, he seems to understand it was probably necessary, even if he doesn't quite understand everything that's happened just yet.
I would have hoped he I had that whole speech, my dude.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, you'll see.
Okay, alright. But now he understands.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
So.
As my father is talking, and I guess me and my brother are there, I also want to Esmery gives her condolences on behalf of all the Andalians present on the loss of his brother. And she's going to also explain that resources that were discovered were found from the entrance underneath the throne. It needs to be activated by touch.
All right. So, do you lead them over? What are you doing? How do you do
Yeah,
this?
I lead them all over, and I show basically the glyphs and everything and where they are. I don't think he has to touch it, right? Anyone can, because we touched it and it managed to open.
Yeah.
Okay, so then she'll touch the throne and have it open and go through.
As you do, the throne moves forward towards the front of the room, no longer locked down in place by the magical sovereign glue, and the gigantic stairway is now in front of you.
Right.
Or no, sorry, not a stairway. It was a ramp.
Yeah.
A really steep ramp because it's meant for giants.
Right.
At which point
Garland?
you hop a ride with Operam.
I know, but is Garland still around? Because I know he also wanted access to the archives, and so did
Right.
Brontharn.
So he's there with you in Operam's hand
Okay. Alright.
as you guys walk into the library.
I'll get Von Thorn later, I guess, then. Because I know she's bringing the stuff.
Yeah.
She's dealing with what they're dealing with right now.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Will somebody please explain to me what is going on here?
Yeah.
Explain!
No, never.
I'll cast a light cantrip and ask Operam to if he can, or Oper Khan, if he can, yes, clearly distinguish or explain the events happening in all the tapestries, and like I'll cast light so that like we can all see what's happening.
He seems to know about as much as you guys do.
Okay.
He's never seen these.
Okay.
He's never heard these stories. This is the secret knowledge that is only given to the current Khan of the kingdom.
Okay.
So he offers about as much insight as you have. He doesn't really give you anything new.
Then I'll also just sort of lead them in the direction of where the two like vial column things, the one with the blue and the one with the green, the antidote and whatnot, and explain that this is where we found the information about the gas and what seems to be an antidote, but we can't read what it says exactly.
Okay. Garland walks onto the table off of Operam's hand, and he sort of looks at the giant journal, and he waves his hand, and the page magically lifts with some effort on his part. Even though it's just a piece of paper, it is a giant piece of paper, and so it's a little difficult for him to lift, even with telekinesis and magical assistance. So he looks through it, and then he waves his hands a little bit, and he casts another spell, and the book shrinks to a normal size, and he puts it in a bag, presumably a bag of holding. Well then, I will take this to my own personal study so that I can copy it down and transcribe it with your permission, of course, as he looks up at Operam. And he just kind of nods, please, if you can find some way of helping. Then he just nods. From what I can tell, however, the effects of the poison are not long-lasting. They need to be constantly pumped into the air. If you simply shut off the supply, your people should go back to normal in a day or two. What that'll look like is, well, I shudder to think what'll happen when everybody in a society has access to magic that they never had before. Well, that is not my
It's
problem.
gonna be so many fireworks.
Not your fault. Sorry, I'm not.
That is for you to figure out. That is well beyond my expertise. But I can get this looked at, and maybe some copies can be made for my own personal records, if that is agreeable. And Operam just nods. And then this will be returned to you post-haste.
Now,
All right.
DM question, because
Yes.
I am still a little bit confused. Theoretically shutting off the power supply, would we have been able to decipher if that were to cause like the island to fall or something? Because I can't remember.
There's no power supply.
Okay.
It's not a power supply. It's the supply of the gas.
Okay.
So that's being pumped through the town. If you shut off the gas, people will go back to normal.
Okay. There was nothing that we found that had any indication of what we might have to do to get us back to the ground, right?
You,
I remember that.
I think the only lead that you found was possibly through the iron door.
Right. Okay. Possibly through the iron door where all the gas is held?
No, the gas is made and held in the room you're in the lab.
No, you're talking about the iron door with all of the locks, right?
Yes.
Oh, with all the locks and everything. But we don't know what's behind it. The tapestries didn't depict anything.
What it might have depicted had been burned away.
I'm going to explain that to my father and my brother, saying that I need some guidance. I don't know about you two, but I am not willing to possibly open a greater evil just to stop what may be lying beneath, but I can't find any more options.
Well, you well, yeah, that's a tough one, sister.
See my dilemma? We can't just jump either.
Yeah, I mean,
Technically, you two could possibly, but
I wouldn't want to. There's a huge storm around this place. There's a reason why I've never attempted to fly up here before. Also, my wings don't last that long. Neither do Father's, for that matter.
He does have wings.
I just
It seems
don't.
that unless you want to find some other way off this island, your quickest and only lead is through that iron door, or so you've said. There may be other ways off this island. You'd have to investigate them, sink more time into doing so. The question is, do you think whatever they are afraid of behind that door, if it even still exists, is a big enough threat to the kingdom or to these people that opening the door would be unethical? We don't know what is behind that door, or if it even is still there. I can't imagine any terrestrial creature living this long without food or water or anything to sustain itself, but we also don't know what's behind that door. It's possible it could have been whatever it is that these tapestries are depicting could live behind there, but it's just as possible that whatever it is has died out years ago.
DM, how many days has it been since we initially left? Been 3-4 days?
Yeah, roughly 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been 3.
Yeah, I
3
think
or
it's
4.
been like
or
3.
coming up to the 4th day, like the end of the 4th day, something like that.
Something like that.
And Graycap was closed for 2 days before then, right? Before we left? Or a day. I'm trying to just basically ask how long was the Lachrome crystal activated at this point?
At this point, you would surmise that it's been active as long as your father and brother have been in Westmarsh. Since they left
So
you
then that would be
surmise that
one.
the first thing Chartreuse would have done would have been completely close off the fiefdom.
Well, it's been about a week.
Or more.
I'm going to look at my father. How long do you think Graycap has?
To be honest, if I were to guess, there were probably forests already beginning to dwindle and decay on the outskirts of Graycap. There are already, I would assume that that the balance in nature is slowly creeping towards the capital as it tries to draw in enough magical energy from the earth to sustain the force field.
Last I heard the report from Cleo, it's been about days. And even then, she was already panicking.
I do not envy the poor woman.
Thing. Elle must be terrified.
Indeed, as are many people. Which is why we need to figure out a plan. This is your mission, and therefore it is up to you and your party to decide what the right course of action is. As it stands, me and your brother must be hurrying back as soon as possible to deal with other matters.
I understand. Well, since I've been granted your permission to make whatever decisions necessary, then, try to do what I can. You two go back with the others. Please help them prepare the body with highest honor.
We'll do what we
And
can.
help them cover any expenses. And she's going to take a piece of paper from her satchel and write a quick little note. Put the necklace inside and hand it to her father. Please give this to Sir Vonnell on your way out.
Will do. Anything else? Would you like me to tell your friends to come and see you, or would you like to go to them?
You think I'm going to be able to sleep now?
That's not what I said, but okay.
But you said sleep. You'd like to go back to bed.
Go to them.
Go to them. I thought you said go to bed. Okay, excuse me.
Would you like to go to bed, dear? Would you like some milk and cookies?
Yeah, yes, but seriously.
He just turned into that doting father like that.
Oh god.
You need some more milk and cookies, dear.
No, if any of them would like to come, that would be fine. I'm sure Vonthon would be excited to re-explore the library again, but also I'll start looking for alternative solutions. Se Khan, I would appreciate any additional translation, or if you could get anyone else who can read well to see if there might be any other solutions hidden in here so far, but I'll try to make a decision within by sundown.
It will take probably days to comb through this library and understand everything here. I take the time you need, but we're going to be going through this information for some time. If it helps you, you can go through it with us.
That would be appreciated. Yes, thank you. That would be appreciated. But if we don't find anything, regardless, I'm going to make a decision as to what we will do. But one thing I can't think of is where if there are any, the keys to those locks outside the door.
Well, I hate to brag, but I mean, if you're looking for keys to a door, I'm quite handy at that sort of thing. Garland speaks up at that point.
That's right.
And once more, you seem to be worried about something getting through if you open this door. What happens if you get to the other side without opening the door?
Could you elaborate?
Well, when I use my key, as he pulls it out, to open a door, I can connect it to any other door on this or, almost any other plane. If I do this, I can open the door from... Well, the door really only opens from one side. So if I, say, take the door in the tavern and turn it into the door to the other side of your iron door, I can get you through.
Would that be temporary?
It would be permanent. It would, well, the door itself, the magic would be temporary, but you would be there on a one-way trip.
In the tavern would... Okay, so... explain to me a little bit more, because my head is stupid.
Your head is
How
not
they do.
stupid.
My head is... I'm trying to, like...
Okay,
piece
so
and then, like...
what he's
Don't you be
basically
talking about our
saying
friends
is,
like that.
when he connects one door to another, so,
Yes.
like, say, he connects the front door of his shop to a closet in the stagnant pond.
Okay.
If somebody is already in that closet, they will open the door as normal. It'll just go to the room that it normally goes to.
Right.
But he'll essentially walk out of the door that Garland is currently opening as well.
Okay.
Like the doors in Monsters, Inc.
Okay. But he can only...
Kind of, but
so
they're
he's
one way.
offering...
Right.
He's offering to open another door to whatever is behind that iron door.
Basically, he can connect the backside of the iron door to any other door he wants and send you guys through it. The door will open from that side, but it won't be open on the side you guys are currently on. In other words, the door will stay locked, but you'll be on the other side of it, basically magic teleporting.
Okay. All right. Okay. Right then. Well, let's see if I doubt it, but let's see if by sundown, if we can find any alternative solutions or any alternative information. And we'll explore it some more, but that would be incredibly helpful. Thank you. And how much would the services cost for this?
Well, this particular service is being handled by your father over there. Since this is a official mission for the barony of Graycap, the barony of Graycap will be footing the bill on this particular one. So you yourself don't have to worry about it. However, it will be a few thousand gold coins.
Right. Thank you. You three may do whatever you wish. I'm going to stay here, and again, if the others want to come, they're free to join us. But I won't hold anything. I won't hold them to do anything at the moment.
Well, if you're going to be using my services, I do have other things I must do. So, if I can't wait until sundown in order to for you to decide whether or not you're going to be going through the door. So if you're not doing it today, then you can come back through the door in your tavern and require my services tomorrow. But unless you're doing it today, I really must be going and...
She's gonna put her hand in her hands and like rub her temples for a second. Oh god. Right then, may I just have a quick moment with my body then in that case?
Sure. Let's, you guys make your way back up the ramp, back to the... Hey, she's back!
His name is Dad still in the tavern?
Yeah, I think he's kind of just, like, dressing up the body.
Well, then I'm gonna just slip my note away from my dad real quick and then hand it over to him.
Well, I assumed. Okay, so Esmeralda gets back and you guys are doing, presumably, whatever
What?
you guys are doing.
yeah, what are you guys doing as I get through?
It's one time just like, ah!
Trying to understand how this is normal.
Von, dear, you look like you're straining. You're alright.
Annalise just went with the god of mischief to go on a drinking binge?
She did.
How are you guys
what?
casually friends with a god?
Oh yeah, Puck man.
Well,
At which point, your brother and your father just go...
and like she goes back to rubbing her temple.
Both of them put a hand on your shoulder, on either side of you, and just kind of look. Give you that look of, I am so sorry. Like that painful understanding that they have seemed to know exactly what you're going through somehow.
She went with the god of mischief
Yeah, Puck made a
to
visit.
drink alcohol. Please tell me those are the...
You broke out.
Yeah, you cut out.
She went with the god of mischief to drink alcohol.
Well,
Yeah.
well, technically, she asked him if he wanted to get hammered, and he agreed.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
how much time she had,
that could
so-
mean anything. That could mean literally almost anything to the god of mischief. No. Oh no. And
Yeah,
they, let me guess, they just poofed away, and you
Yeah.
have no idea where they are.
Yep. And we have no idea
I'm
what
in
they're
a
gonna be-
dimension that's just hammers. Everything's like,
And you're a nail.
Oh.
Thought you wanted to get hammered.
Yeah.
yeah.
She did say she wanted to get hammered. That can have multiple connotations.
Yep.
Buds, oh, fuck. Damn it.
Okay, so is this not normal then?
Well, no, I mean, this is, I'm sorry to say, not particularly unexpected, but, it's incredibly inconvenient.
Just do your thing without me. It's fine. I'll be good. I'll show back up eventually.
Yeah, sometime by tomorrow morning.
Probably. Whether or not all my limbs are attached is yet to be seen.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
it's not a...
No, Annalise is just like kind of sneaking in through the tavern front door with her shoes off at like 2 in the morning.
Oh no, it's gonna be way worse than that.
Oh god, it's gonna be so much worse.
As Maria's sitting at the tavern counter, like, you were out where?
Do
Where
you
have
know
you
what
been?
time it is?
No, that's a you problem. That's Mariah's not dealing with your problem.
No notes
I think as Mariah is gonna deal with you when you're drunk, and she's not gonna do shit.
Esmeralda.
You gotta find me first!
Oh god.
Esmeralda and Colleen are the moms of the party. Like, Colleen will be concerned mom, and Esmeralda is disappointed mom.
Yep.
I mean, well, actually, yes.
Well, no.
Annalise is the one that deals with her trauma by random acts of chaos.
Grandma.
Yes.
She just
Grandma. Get it right.
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
There's a difference.
Colleen
God.
has, like, the
Oh.
nurture stuff, whereas Esmeralda is just disappointed mom.
Yeah.
Colleen.
Pretty much, yeah.
Permanently.
Colleen is grandma.
Colleen's the one she's the one who's, if you're going to smoke weed, I prefer you do it in a house where I know you're safe.
Yes. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. So I love Puck so much. Every time he shows up.
It's amazing. I love it.
we might have to theoretically wait until she gets back.
Wait, I forgot.
Oh, well,
What are we
Yeah,
doing?
wait for what?
I've had a discussion about how to possibly turn to the surface. You're all familiar with the iron door that we discovered.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I said we should just pick.
Right. Garland here has very favorably offered a solution. He can open up a door using the tavern to open a portal to the inside of
Well,
whatever chamber that is.
just so you know, if I use any doors in the tavern isn't going with you.
Then we're not using any of the doors in the tavern.
Right. You're going to need a door that's big enough to accommodate the tavern, which is convenient considering you're in a land full of giants.
Yeah.
But it'll actually have to have a physical swinging door.
I think we can accommodate that.
Well, I've only
Then
seen
that
one
would-
so far.
Would you close it immediately, though, after you go through? Because I don't want anyone else to accidentally walk into a closet and be like, oh, what's in here? I'm looking for a broom, and then suddenly go into the inside of that chamber.
Oh, yes, of course. It'll close behind you immediately.
Thank God.
This isn't my first time doing this, love. I did do that with the broom closet once. That poor soul ended up... Well, let's not talk about that. Anyway.
No,
Right.
no. That poor soul ended up what?
Well,
I'm
as
with Willow
I
on
was
this.
saying, he can open a way for us to get inside the chamber without opening the lock. However, as you all know, we do not know what or if anything is still lying behind it.
I say we go for it today. If Annalise is getting drunk off her ass, she's not going to be too much of a help tomorrow because she's going to be hungover as all hell.
The holy hangover.
Well, hopefully we won't all die from whatever is, or it may not be lying behind it. That's yet to be seen.
Do your thing. I'll show back up eventually. Do your thing. I'm not here, but I'm just telling you from the void subconsciously. Do your thing.
Then
Yeah,
I
I feel
guess.
like she'd want us to do this.
Well,
I don't know. I'm just getting a feeling that she would want us to do this.
strange. That's a strange instinct you have.
I think it's right.
That's a strange, oddly specific instinct you have.
Yeah.
I think we should do it.
Maddie.
Are you okay, Maddie?
It's fine. She's fine.
Maddie,
Her
don't
character's
die.
fine. Everything's fine.
It's like the
Everything's
dog in the. It's like the dog in the house on fire. This is fine.
Yes.
That's
life.
Esmeralda's head right now.
That's just my life. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
This is fine.
So
So Colleen's been kind of like in the background most of the time, but she's gonna step up and say, Annalise is grieving at the moment, but time is of the essence for this, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
We
been
need to
already
go.
7 days since that Electro Crystal has been activated, and I'm already hearing what is happening to Graycap at the moment. I love Naaman, I do. But
Annalise was the closest to him. I feel like she should have her own time to grieve.
yeah, and I agree. But let's all make any and all preparations necessary. And I suppose we'll be leaving before the day ends.
Right. When exactly? Because I do need to be getting back fairly soon.
Fuck
I
it,
mean-
let's go now.
Oh, some more of those. Can we afford any more healing potions? Because those were nice. Especially since I almost died.
Oh yeah, you did almost die, didn't you?
How many do you have left?
Well, I took one, and I think Colleen had one.
I took one. Yeah.
Then there was one more left from, I think, Naaman? I know there
Yeah.
were 3. There's one more superior.
Naaman
I also
plugged
have
his-
one.
Naaman plugged his into somebody.
Naaman plugged his into yours. Into
No.
you.
Eamon plugged his into me.
Oh.
Then
And I have one superior healing.
then you have one, and then one was
I
already plugged into me.
Regretting
So,
using
like,
this terminology because this does not sound right. Anyway,
Oh no! Oh no!
plug it in, plug it in. Anyway, y'all remember those commercials?
Yeah.
No.
I was given a superior healing potion, but that was used on Miss Colleen.
Oh.
yeah, I
Okay,
believe
so
at
maybe-
least 2 of them were used.
2 of them are
definitely
used, one
2
of
of them
them
were
is still
used.
left.
I think one of them was used on Von Tharn and one of them was used on Colleen.
Oh god, are we at full health? Not at full
I am.
health.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, we also took a long
I think
rest.
I think Esmer is the only one who hasn't actually ended that fight at anything less than full health.
Then we had a full rest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So any spell slots and everything are still out.
No,
Yeah, spell
you
slots.
had a full rest.
We did have a full rest?
Did
We
you?
never rested.
Yeah, we did because we couldn't get through the door, after, so we had to
And-
wait until the next day. So we had a full
Yeah.
rest.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
all in one day.
No,
No,
after the
No.
fight? After
Yeah,
After the
with
fight, we had a
Von
full
Tharn?
rest.
Yeah, after the fight, we had to take a
Because-
long rest.
Because I
to wait
remember I
for-
cuddled up next to Colleen as she
Yeah,
was
that's
trying to make
right.
something
Oh,
to fix
that's
it. So
right.
we
Yes.
had to wait till the door was working again.
Oh, we are technically good. Okay.
Okay. Because
I thought we were still-
Esmer is still at her thing, so.
Yeah, but if we did have a full rest, then I'm just keeping my
Okay.
spells and stuff. I'm redoing all that. Well then here, let me change my hit points. 32. Okay.
Okay, hold on. I gotta do this one on website because I don't know how to do it now.
Well, now see the problem is if that's the case, there's no way we can no healing potions or anything like that. We just be going we have.
You're the
Remember-
healer.
You can use the door in the tavern to my shop anytime.
Oh, that's right. Did anyone take the find a benefit potion?
Von Tharn gestures over to the pile of effects.
Oh.
And you can see it sitting there.
I'm going to be taking that.
That's fine.
Which item
We're
are you taking
looting
from,
from
the
our
pile?
dead friend, dead friend, dead friend.
I am.
Oh.
Have been. Technically,
It's fine.
I could have performed the autopsy, but
Oh, no, let's not do
I
that.
guess where it cares. She doesn't care.
Claire.
Oh no.
Um,
Annalise would not look at you the same way after that.
I mean,
multiple reasons.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, that's a discussion for later. She'll take the potion, and the gold, but she's not going to take it for herself. She's not doing that.
This is when we need Annalise because we need her brow holding.
No, we have the safe.
The
safe.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
I'm not just the money bin.
No, you're the money bin to the party.
Yes, but it is so much more amusing when you pay for things.
And I believe the correct terminology is money bins.
Yeah, I was about to say
Money
plural.
bins.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
Money bags.
Money
Get
fun
it,
bags?
everybody!
Anyway,
Right.
I'm ashamed of myself for that one.
Okay, so I have those potions. He only had the other ring of warmth. I don't think any of us need it, right? Everyone has everything.
Boots, I think.
I have gloves as well.
Okay.
I did, however,
already-
take his Reign of Jumping.
I mean, I don't see why not. I believe that might be all we have. That might be all the options we have at this point. You will be ready to go immediately then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't know how Annalise is going to catch up with us at this point.
Fine, I'll figure it out.
Perhaps we should leave her a note, telling her we shall return.
Yes, that
Well, if you're
was
taking
fine, yeah.
the tavern,
Well, I don't know
yeah,
how
we are
long
taking the
Garland is going
tavern.
to keep that door open.
if you take the tavern through the door,
Yeah, but we also don't know if Puck is gonna bring Annalise back to the tavern.
true. We don't know anything.
He's a god. He could bring her wherever he damn well pleases.
Maybe we should leave multiple notes, like one in the tavern in case she shows back up inside the tavern, and maybe a message with one of the other giants, or maybe someone with one of the other parties, in case she happens to show back up elsewhere.
That is a good idea. I like that. Leave several notes for her. She is free to join us whenever she is hopefully sober.
Somebody make a perception check. Only one person.
I will.
Oh.
Okay. Or not. Who has the highest perception?
I have a very high
Nope.
passive.
Mothron's
But I
already
got-
rolling.
Fuck.
I got a 14.
Good enough. As you guys start talking about leaving a note, you go to turn and write one, and there is a little paper, like, sort of teepee sitting on the table in the blue liquid, slowly sucking it up. That just says, Waddle.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Miss Murray grabs it and opens it.
You unfold it and it just says, I'll have her back by morning.
Can I write on the thing?
Sure.
We need her back now.
Not gonna happen.
Nothing happens.
Oh.
Underneath, you see, don't worry, she'll be back in the tavern, wherever it is.
Okay, well, at least that's one good thing to know, right?
I've been dealing with a singular god my whole entire life, and then the next one I encounter has to be this one.
I'm just
To be fair, this one's a lot more hands-on than the one you're used to dealing with.
I know.
At this point, I'm just going to use prestidigitation to clean up the puddle on the table.
Oh, okay.
I mean, do we have like a bucket or something?
Gilmore
like that?
has the book.
Oh, right, yeah. So he
Yeah,
doesn't
you're
really
fine.
need to put a little goop on his thing.
Anyway,
Probably gone bad anyway.
if you're going, I really need to get that book back to
Yes.
my shop before it gets big again.
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that was absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Shall we
I'll be
continue?
if you're going to be leaving today, I really need to do that now.
Right.
I have about 20 minutes left.
Right. So she'll gather her things, say goodbye to her brother and her father.
They need to go back through the door in the tavern to get back to Westmarsh?
Yes.
Yes. So she's going to say goodbye to her brother and father.
They all go through the door.
Okay.
Gilmore, Garland. God damn it! Now I'm doing it. Garland stays behind.
It wasn't my fault.
He lets them through. He stays behind to get you guys going.
I assume they also helped his dad take his body out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess we're all doing this. We're all in agreement here.
Yeah. At least I am.
Right then. It's official. Let's continue.
No, that's never a good thing when the DM does that.
Look at how many options he left us.
Yeah. You have to talk to the cloaked figure in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, there were options. You could have stayed and researched something. You might have found something that way. Everything else. I will say this: everything else would have taken at least another day.
Yeah, and that's a day we might not have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. You don't know.
What better fucking research to do than go find out firsthand?
Hands-on experience,
When you're on
man.
a time crunch, yeah.
When
Especially
my
in the
entire
time.
when an entire fucking fiefdom is in danger.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Garland has a couple of the giants close the door and then lift him up so that he can shove his hand into the keyhole, holding his key. He turns his arm, which shouldn't do jack, but you hear a click in the door. As he pulls his arm out and instructs one of the giants to open it for him, as they do, and it's just it's that same glowing white wall that you've seen before. All right, all you've got to do is simply drive through it, and that'll be that.
Cool.
Right. Thank you.
Hold on. I have a question really quick before we go in.
Make it quick.
How are we getting back out?
Yes.
You're not. You're hoping that there's a way back down to the surface down there.
Sweet. This is great.
All right.
Great.
On you go. This isn't going to last forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Garland.
Good luck.
Thanks, Garland.
Thank you,
Alright.
Garland.
Well, actually,
need
I'm
it.
going to go with you so that I
Yeah.
can get back to my shop.
Oh,
But
yes.
As he just jumps
when
off
you
the giant's hand and sort of floats down to the tavern as meets it as you guys drive up, and he's just kind of sits on the top.
Murray is driving.
When
Right.
Garland said good luck, did it sound like Mad Max from The Princess Bride? Like, good luck storming the castle!
Have fun storming the castle!
Not
And,
a
you know,
one.
Yeah.
Make it work.
think they'll make it. And take a miracle.
And his name is Miracle Max, not Mad Max.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Miracle.
Like,
Mad Max is a completely different character.
Oh
Mad
Oh,
Max
now I'm
is
all
a
thinking-
very different character.
bye-bye, boys. Have fun storming the castle.
Oh my gosh.
Murray's having a slight panic attack while like Annalise is like, I'm drinking with the Feywild. It's fun.
No, she's drinking with the god of mischief.
You don't know
And
where
we-
she is.
Not a clue.
Okay. So you guys go through the door, and on the other side, there is just darkness.
Rory casts light.
You do. And for the extension of the light, it is a huge tunnel. You actually can't see the ceiling because the light doesn't go that high. But you do see the tunnel, which is all rock and gravel and stuff like that. And that's about it. That's you see, because light only extends what, 60 feet?
I believe so.
Yeah. You can't even see the walls. You see the iron door behind you, still closed. Well, closing, I should say.
She'll slowly make her way forward.
In the tavern? On the cart?
Oh, well, she's driving.
Yeah. Okay. I was wondering if she was all going on foot or if she was driving the cart forward.
She's driving
Alright,
the car.
so you do that, and Garland taps you on the shoulder. I'm just gonna go, and he makes his way back to the back of the tavern, goes inside, and makes his way back to the shop.
We promise to be careful with the tavern while you're gone.
Please do. It is literally my life's work.
Yeah.
Colleen's gonna lean over to Von Tharn and be like, probably shouldn't promise that. Like, we don't know what we're going into.
There. Well, he should know that anyway. The way the range for light is 20 feet, actually, not 60.
Okay. Yeah.
No, it's even
You're
worse.
going real slow, trying to just. It's that sort of fog, headlights in the fog kind of a thing. You're just like, you have no idea. Like if you've ever driven cross country and you've been on one of those like back roads where there's just no street lights, there's no other cars. That is exactly what it is.
Okay. Esmeralda can see within 60 feet just because of her racial trait, but with the light, it's just 20 feet of.
It's one or the other.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess in that case, she'll be using just her eyes.
Okay. So we'll just say that's what you've been using because it's better. So yeah, you're just going real slow, like a sort of 5 miles an hour granny speed limit. And yeah, let's see. You drive for. Alright. You drive for about 2-3 hours like that. Hard to tell. No sun to really light your way or really tell time with. Oh no, wait, you have a watch.
I do.
You have the Lowcaster watch, which does function as a watch. So yeah, you've been driving for about 3 hours.
Still no end. Is everyone still in the tavern?
That
driving?
depends on you guys. Were you guys walking alongside the cart? Were you guys inside the cart?
I'll be right next to Esme.
Okay.
Keeping watch.
Colleen will stay in the tavern in case Annalise pops back in while they still have time.
Von Tharn will get to the back of the tavern. Is there like a little perch thing on the back side of the tavern?
Yeah, there's like a little. It's like the caboose of a train, where it's got that rail thing, and then the little stairs off to the side.
Yeah.
Von Tharn on either side.
Von Tharn will hang out at that to see if anything starts following up.
Okay.
Eyes in all places.
Willow, do you have any soap with you?
Any what?
Soap.
Soap?
Soap. R-O-P-E.
Okay.
Rope. Like all we were hearing was ope.
I gotta invest in a new mic, you guys. Rope.
Do you have any ope on you? Do you have any like? I'm like, what is she asking for? Opium? Does she want to get high? What the fuck?
No.
I don't think I do actually.
You
Colleen
might.
does.
I do.
You might.
It's not in my equipment if I do.
It should be.
Isn't there like an adventurer's kit or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, I
Yes.
don't think I actually selected that at all.
No, I gave it to everybody.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
If everyone has an adventurer's kit, then we technically all have rope because
I
I'm
gave
pretty
you
sure.
all something. I just like it depended on each of you. I asked everybody which one they wanted, and we talked about it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I don't have it.
I thought those were the minor magic items, the common
There
magic
was
items.
but it was also for those of you who didn't actually put something in. I asked you which of the packs or adventuring kits that you wanted, because there's multiple different ones.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not
And
in my
I
equipment.
distinctly remember talking to you about it.
I do not remember this.
I bet what happened is that you never decided, and so I never punched anything in because you never actually told me what you wanted.
No, that's probably very accurate. You don't put it out on screen.
So we're gonna assume that no, you don't have any rope.
I'm going to kind of
Colleen
like
has.
yell to the side. Bonthon, dear, do you have any rope?
Yeah, let me go get it.
And I just rummage through my bag and pull out my hempen rope.
Okay.
And I go over and hand it to Esmeralda.
You
He's
climb
going
along
to-
the side of the tavern.
Pretty much.
Or you could walk. I mean, you're not going very fast.
Yeah, no, I could just like walk through the tavern, get to the other side, and
No,
Or you
there's
could
no
get off
a
and walk
door on the other side to get to the.
okay.
Do you
tab.
how
You have to go
how
around.
long? How long is the rope itself? Is it?
This is
50
50 feet.
This is 50 feet. Oh well, then
Yeah.
never mind. Okay, I was thinking about going out and tying myself to the cot and see if there's anything else I can see through the darkness, but maybe we can get Colleen. She might have some more rope. Yeah, I think that would be a good option. Sure. Colleen.
I mean, if anybody else has another thing of rope, or if we had extra rope inside the tavern,
I do not, but I believe Colleen might.
I'll go ask real quick.
And I get inside the tavern.
Hey, Colleen.
She looks up from where she's like brewing tea and goes, "Yeah."
Do you have any rope on hand, or is there any extra rope within the tavern?
She's gonna kind of go through like a bag that she has with her and just go like, "Yeah, 50 feet. Why?"
Oh, that's great. Esmeralda has an idea of kind of having one of us scout ahead, and part of that plan is to tie themselves to the tavern with rope, but it has to be more than 60 feet. And I have a 50-foot thing of rope, and you have a 50-foot thing of rope. We can tie both of them together to make 100 feet.
It's good. And she's
You know
just
what's
gonna
really
toss it
useful
over.
right now?
Huh?
A rogue.
Yeah, it's in the dark anyway.
Unless
She's
she
the
was
one
underwater.
person of us that can't see in the dark.
Unless she's
No,
underwater.
no, yeah, but Colleen can't either.
Okay, so I go out with Colleen's thing of rope back to Esmeralda.
Hey, we got another thing of rope. Gee.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. And could you please? And she ties the ends together.
Yep. And so we tie both ends of both ropes together, and
So who's the one wanting to go out and scout?
I was going to, unless anyone is willing to volunteer.
I mean, I can.
Sure, and you can do so while I drive. Actually, I'll drive at a very slow pace.
Just floor it while she's tied to the tavern. Ding, 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 ding.
Jesus.
Let's do that again.
This place
When
seems
did
to
she
be
become
endless.
Southern?
She cut her hair. She turned Southern. Like she's having a whole identity crisis right now. The last time she drank really fucked her up.
Yeah. Now she's a redhead.
It's not canon. That last part is not canon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the redhead is not a canon. By the way.
Okay.
Just dress up.
No, unless Puck had something to do with it before he left.
Would have many redheads. Actually, you know what? I can actually just see.
He turns her hair blue.
Hold on.
And at least we can't hear you.
Yeah, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Reset your mic.
Try popping back in real quick.
I don't have technical difficulties. What are you saying?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
What were you
Right
trying
then.
to say?
I wasn't saying anything important. I was just cracking jokes.
Oh, okay.
That's
But
still
we love
important.
your jokes.
Yes, jokes are
So-
still important.
So here, Willow, if you're willing, go as far out as you can. I can only see up to 60 feet in here. If you can discover anything that we may not have found currently, just as a toss in the air. I'm not sure what exactly you're looking for, but better
If I
than just
see
sitting here and
anything
doing the same
other
thing.
than this, I'll let you know.
Do
Thank
you, by chance, want to take your horse with you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That would probably be
I will
good.
go get some.
Okay, so you pull Tug out of the side doors.
Rope is just more of an indication if you're in danger of any kind.
Well,
If you need a quick escape, yes.
Do you still want some accompaniment just in case?
That actually is a good idea. I think you should go with her, Von Thon, if you're willing, Willow.
sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god, you have a horse.
Colleen's gonna peek out of the tavern because Von Tharn told her what was going on, and she's just gonna be like, "Have fun exploring the dark."
Volthorn just waves back at
I'll
Colleen.
try.
Annalise, do you think they'll come back? Or not Annalise, Ezra.
Exactly.
Ezra, do
I'm
you
sorry,
think
I
they'll come
couldn't
back?
help
Oh,
it.
absolutely not. They're dead.
It would take a miracle.
Take a miracle.
Oh god. We're not fans of the Princess Bride. You're fans of the Princess
No.
Bride. What are you talking about?
Some ways to die. Many dumb ways to die.
Go to the
While you're doing that, I'm
instructions
just gonna
before
roll
you
these dice
fight.
for no reason.
Hey,
Oh no.
Let's see, that's 27 d6s? No.
No.
Goof.
Don't worry, I'm saying that I do it on the computer because that's too many dice to roll at once.
Oh, shut up. You have 20 d6s somewhere. You
Oh,
just
yeah,
don't want to go
definitely.
find them.
oh yeah.
I just don't want to roll them all. I don't have the room on my desk.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
it is.
that's hers.
Sure.
This is mine.
I know that for a fact.
This is mine.
God.
Anywho,
Which I also use as a wand holder. Shut up. So you're both going.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Not what I expected, but okay.
Oh god, I don't like that.
No, I mean, I just expected because your character is your character. I thought you'd want to go alone because that's.
I almost thought about it, but
So go ahead and make a perception check.
advantage, right?
Yes. You have advantage because you're with your horse. On your horse.
Yes, I am.
Do we both make perception checks then, since we're together?
with her horse,
Yes, if
it's
you
a
want
little
to.
bit more.
Yeah.
The context of that is going to be a little bit different.
Oh,
With advantage?
yeah.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Do I do a normal roll?
You do a normal roll. She gets advantage
Okay.
because of one of her ranger skills.
Okay. My perception is a 17.
Babe.
Face.
Nice.
Well, you okay?
Uh,
Uh,
I was like, I wanted to go to the Feywild with fucking Frankie.
That was with advantage?
because I got a 6
No.
and a 5.
Okay. So, what was it you rolled again, Vonthorn?
It's 17.
Okay. You guys slowly make your way forward. The rope that you guys are holding is slowly slacks and tightens as you guys make your way forward, and the tavern is slowly trailing itself behind you. For the first, I'd say 50, 60 feet, nothing happens. Go ahead and make the first hour or so.
Okay.
We won't do it by distance, we'll do it by time.
Oh, this is much better. Okay. 23.
14.
Okay. So you guys sort of like, you can't see any better, but you're sort of getting used to the terrain here. And the darkness, and you're getting more comfortable with it, so you pick up your pace a little bit. You're starting to notice some divots, some boulders off to the sides, things that you're gonna like Esmer is gonna have to navigate through, but nothing that's going to be too terribly dangerous to do so. Like, it should be easy enough to get the cart through there. You guys get a little bit further this time. You guys go about another two hours. So you've been in this cave for about 6 hours so far. It should probably be getting dark right about now.
I mean, if we can
Well,
tell...
dark outside.
Yeah.
Well, Esmeray has a watch, so...
Okay.
So the time would probably be around 7 spring, so it gets dark, what, 7 o'clock?
I mean, it's summertime, right? So
No, it's spring.
It's spring.
It's spring, so actually, it would probably still be pretty light.
Yeah.
Depending on how late in the season it is, and depending on what part of the world you're in.
Right.
Yeah, and plus they're up way higher.
Yeah.
So sunset's earlier for them.
Yeah.
So the sun could still be up, possibly, depending
Yeah.
on what part of the world we're at.
But it's getting pretty late in the day, is what
Okay.
I'm getting at.
Okay.
Okay.
So do you guys keep going forward? What do you guys do?
Yeah.
Do we not notice anything though? Anything different per se?
Not yet.
Changes.
Willow. I spy with my little eye something round.
Your head?
Nope.
My fist.
No. Something round. It's.
Oh, I want to see how this goes. Keep going.
Just the stealth expert trying desperately to keep her composure while she's being forced to play I Spy.
Do it.
This is great.
This is the roleplay I needed.
Again, I spy with my little eye something round.
And Vonthorn is just like looking towards like the rest of the darkness as they're passing by stuff that is round.
A rock.
Yes. What kind of rock, though?
One I can use to potentially feed in a skull with.
Depends on how...
Potentially.
I said potentially.
There's no guards to arrest you this time.
There's no guards.
You all
For legal purposes, it was potentially.
I mean,
For
depends on
legal
how much you
purposes,
can
that was
lift.
a joke.
Yes.
I mean, depends on how much you can lift.
And you all thought Colleen was bad at
Are
making
you
friends.
talking about a boulder?
Yes.
Oh, shit. I accidentally unplugged my headphones. Okay.
That just happened.
I don't remember Will being this bad at social interactions.
Will wasn't. Willow is.
So,
Sorry, it's just like really dark in here, and yeah, I don't know what we're gonna come across. So trying to lighten the mood.
You should hopefully find out soon.
Hopefully. I mean, there's got to be some light at the end of this tunnel.
We hope. Just
Oh.
ignoring every single pun that she's making.
oh god. Go ahead and make another couple of perception checks.
Oh.
Since you guys are apparently going to keep going forward.
Like
Madi
at the end of the
froze.
tunnel, as we just had a character death. It's fine. So Von Thorn, as she's trying to make light of their current situation, she rolled a 10.
Okay.
20.
So you have noticed that the tunnel has been slightly curving, and now is on a decline. You find it. The curve has not stopped as it started declining, and you get the sense that you're going in this sort of like maybe like corkscrew type spiral downward. To where you don't know.
Ooh, what if it's like at the bottom of this floating island? If it keeps, depending if there is a drop-off point, but we're not going to know unless we keep going.
Yeah.
We're not going to know unless we keep going off the cliff. Anyway,
But we should at least let Esmeralda know to kind of pump the brakes a little bit, so that way he doesn't pick up speed unexpectedly.
We should be able to feel her picking up speed.
Or hear her pick up speed.
Or that.
with the rope,
I
yeah,
think
they'd
She's
be able
been
to
going
tell.
at a slow pace, like a very, very slow pace with you guys.
Right. And you would
Behind you
notice
guys.
the slight slope, not
Yeah,
as
yeah,
early as
yeah.
them, but like you're only about 100 feet back. So like by the time they notice it, you would kind of notice it.
Yeah. Can I ask, do I start to see snow on the ground or anything like that, or is it just rocks? Like, what is?
It's
is
just
this
rocks.
earth
It's just a
behind-
tunnel. As far
Right,
as you can
it's-
tell, it's just a tunnel.
Just like earth underneath us.
It's earth and rock. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like just dirt.
What's the temperature in there?
Yeah, how cold is it?
Pretty cold. Not
Okay.
like as cold as it is outside, but it's starting to get pretty cold.
It's not wet though, is it? Is it wet? Like,
I mean, it's damp.
Sure.
It is a cave.
So would there be like ice in some parts?
There could be. You haven't run across any, but there could be.
Okay.
yeah,
I
I'm
think
just
at
going
this
at a
point
like
we
a
should-
regular pace with them, and I'm starting to feel the slope go. I'm definitely gonna start going down further and further. Make sure that we don't just like all the way down the whatever slope this is.
And Von Tharn would turn to Willow. We should also probably look out for any possible icy patches. It seems like it's getting a little colder the deeper we go.
Yeah.
Just this.
I know.
So
I just.
monosyllabic. Just yeah.
Walter is trying to make a
I know it's not your fault. It's just her character, but I laugh because I just see her.
It's also because I just don't know what to say.
Oh, use your personal experiences to inform your characters. That's called
Oh,
acting.
my God.
Anyway,
Tell me not
Method
to
acting.
say. No, it's fucking improv, bitch.
Method improv.
Alright, so we keep going down.
All right, so you guys, at this point, you guys have been walking for probably about 8 hours. You're starting to get tired. Yeah, like even Esmeralda, you're starting to sort of like kind of get a little bit tired, and it might be time to find a place to park the tavern and bed down for the night.
I think Marie is going to call out or yell out. I don't know if they'll be able to hear her, but maybe because of the echo. How are you two feeling? Have you seen anything yet?
Not
Make
really.
perception checks based on hearing.
Based on hearing, so
There's no
I'd
thing
say
for that.
no.
well, Todd can talk to me.
Yes, but he can't understand Esmeralda. He can only understand somebody when they're using speak with animals.
Oh, that's such ass.
Hawthorne, what your got to ear here?
I got a nat 20.
Nice. So yeah, you hear it. You hear this faint in the distance echo of Esmeralda's voice, and you manage to make out what she's saying.
Oh, Esmeralda is asking how we're feeling.
Do you want to know what I wrote?
Natural one.
What did you?
Oh my god.
Not using that one.
I fell
So-
asleep.
So, Willow, you're sitting here wondering, why did I agree to have someone come with me? I am terrible at small talk. Why am I doing this? And you're just so distracted by this, like, by your own sense of social anxiety that you have no idea what's going on. You can't even, like, Von Tharn has to spend a good minute getting your attention because you're just in your own head, wondering why you did
She's
this
just
to yourself.
pawing at you.
Willow. Willow. Hey, Willow. Willow.
Huh?
She's just pawing at you.
Esmeralda is asking how we're feeling and if we want to possibly come back inside for the evening.
You are tired, and
Inside
you're a
the
bit
tavern?
sore.
Yes. That is not a proper response to that.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Good.
I'm getting tired. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That's a proper response to that, right?
Would you like to stay on side while we go back to the tavern?
Yeah, he's probably annoyed with me at this point, so I'll get off and let him rest.
Okay. Well, we should at least still get Tug back to the tavern so that way we don't lose him.
Tug is not even short of breath. He is showing no signs of fatigue.
I love Tug. Tug is amazing.
Tugga's a G, man. Like he's
Von Tharn gives Tug neck pets.
If you guys ever get the chance, if you want to know anything about Willow's character, read the Ranger's Apprentice books.
The character she's based off of is not nearly as socially anxious as Willow is. He's actually fairly decent in social situations.
Okay,
Willow.
the character class Willow is based off of.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
character class.
Okay.
right.
And the horse and all of that.
All right. So as they return, how are you both feeling?
She
Yeah.
played I Spy with me.
It was
Well,
something nice to
tried.
pass the time, at least. But yeah, we didn't really find much of anything, and food sounds really good.
Right. Makes remain for one more hour. And make sure there's nothing else watching or coming towards us for joining you all.
Not that we noticed.
Yeah, we didn't
just
notice anything else.
Also, it was awfully quiet, except for like the noises we were all making, gently echoing through the halls.
Then I'll suppose I'll join you for a short rest, and then I suggest that most of us take watches, because if at any point something does arrive and we are in danger, we will have to leave immediately.
Yeah.
So I'll join you all for a short rest. Then I'll take the first watch.
I'm gonna start gathering the rope. So that way we don't lose the rope. Because the last thing we need
Dad,
is to
do you
lose
have
that
tea
rope.
prepared?
You're muted, hun.
So, since it's been a while, Colleen is kind of settled in one of the chairs in the tavern, and she's like leaning back, like tilting it, and when she hears Esmeralda calling her, she almost falls.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh. She's like, "Hey, are you guys done? What's going on?"
No, dear. We've been out for several hours, and we do need some rest and food. It seems so do you.
Oh, that's okay. I'm fine. But if you guys want to rest, I have tea and sandwiches, and I wasn't doing anything. And then you see like leather scraps in her hand that she's like hiding behind her back. She'd be like, "Yeah, so how was outside?"
Outside
Cold
was
and
dark.
damp.
Yes, and cold and damp, like she said.
Monthorn tried playing I Spy with me.
You're
It
just
was
really on that.
Colleen looks kind of like pitifully towards Von Tharn and just being like, "Yeah, that game isn't her strong suit. Buy a word game next time."
Thanks, Colleen.
You respond better to those. It's not.
Doing me so many favors.
Welcome.
Oh god.
Genuinely.
It's okay, Willow. In your own time. In your own time. Maybe you can choose the game next time when you feel up to it.
The problem with that is the best kind of games that I respond to are drinking games. We can't do that on watch.
Nope. Maybe after watch is done.
We'll see.
Okay.
Why do I feel like I just agreed to something I don't know if I'm ready for yet?
Esmeralda goes to Von Thorn. Did she threaten your life in any way, shape, or form during that conversation, by the way?
Oh no.
I don't know if it was out of banter or frustration. She did make some mention of finding different size rocks to bludgeon skulls with. I don't think she was meaning my skull.
Esmeralda rubs her temple. Let's have dinner. And she just kind of like, ugh.
Esmeralda has constantly got that feeling of trying to wrangle cats.
Pretty much. Yeah.
She does seem to have a bit of an active imagination when it comes to games like I Spy.
How so?
That's one way to put it.
Hawthorne just wants to see the best of people.
I know, right? I was about to say.
Trying so hard.
No, but she did. She inadvertently. Alright, yes, no, she's frustrated. No, that when she does that, she's frustrated, but she cannot be doing that for long, because that will also be getting her into trouble. Right then, good to know. Thank you.
Sure. Again, it didn't seem like she was threatening me directly. I think she was just thinking about if we did come across anything.
And let me tell you about the time that I first visited a jail cell in West Marsh. And she'll leave Wanthorn and go and join the dining hall.
Wanthorn follows. Tail flicking behind in curiosity.
Yeah. While we eat, she tells her the whole story about what happened.
Oh god, that's great.
Willow did what?
To be fair, I said I wasn't gonna do it.
Yes, and you shouting it very loudly at the man was very convincing.
I clearly stated I was not going to.
Lower your tone, dear. You don't sound more convincing when your volume is as high as the mountaintops.
So what I'm getting is the good intentions were there, Willow. The execution of presenting those intentions were less than stellar.
I was trying to surprise Colleen with boots and it didn't work.
Yes. I was just sitting there munching on a sandwich, being like, "You were?"
You didn't figure that out.
I may have forgotten.
It has been some time.
She never really picked up on your mentor's detective lessons.
No, not at all. And also, I don't think anybody fully explained why she was in jail, other than she was going to stab someone. Or about that. Like, something along those lines.
She inadvertently threatened the well-being of a man who was making her boots.
So
I offered to go take the measurements for him.
And then he said he'd have to take it himself, dear. There has to be a point in which you realize you can't always get what you want and work around that. Not to threaten a man's life.
I was trying to be a surprise for Colleen.
I understand that, dear.
I was trying to do something nice.
Catch it at one point, dear, because your frustration tolerance, I've noticed, is a bit short. That's fine. But it needs to be, how do I say, observed. Help in your assistance.
maybe we can take practice courses in communication?
I believe that's a wonderful idea, don't you, Willow?
If you're willing.
I want to warn you now.
Yes.
This is not to be an insult.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh dear.
That sounds like absolute hell.
It's not.
It'll be beneficial down the road, though.
Have rules and laws in most circles of hell.
What was that, Esme?
So they have rules and laws and regulations in most circles of hell. So again, that whole frustration tolerance thing, you might end up in the same situation, just literally in a burning pit. So.
Or if you end up in the Feywilds.
That also.
Dealing with any of the Fey courts.
Deep breaths. Doing well. I can tell you want, I can feel the urge to do bodily harm to me. I can. It's not lost on me, dear. I do the same to others, but, like, obviously not. It's forward.
I keep my homicidal urges to myself.
Unlike some people, I don't act on my homicidal urges. It's fine. It's fine.
No, but I will say, save that passion for people who truly deserve it.
I did that already.
That man making boots
No,
did
no,
not
not him.
deserve it.
Not him.
Yes.
Azer fuck.
Okay, yes. And that was a brilliant example. Now, we need to continue that and make it a more regular behavior. Because, dear, I know you weren't trying to harm Devon Thon, but when you put your words in that specific way, in that specific order, it does sound like you were trying to threaten her.
I said potentially.
I-
I wasn't meaning her.
Again, I don't remember her directing it at me.
Indirect threats. Oh, God. I'm getting slammed by notifications. What's happening?
I like Von Thorn.
Yes.
I don't like I Spy.
Right, but you could say something more along the lines of, I'm not really comfortable playing this game right now, instead of, I could possibly take one of these rocks at the floor and beat someone with it.
I said no such thing, thank you very much.
Anton, is that what you said?
You kind of did. It's kind of exactly what you said.
Essentially. And I said someone. Thank
She
you
did
very
not
much.
specifically say who.
Yeah, and neither did she. You could potentially take a rock and beat someone with it, instead of saying, I'm not really comfortable playing this right now.
Hey,
As you were-
Esme,
Yes?
you were trained to be diplomatic.
Yes.
I was not.
And
Shut up.
Yeah, you kind of were.
Shut up. Shut up.
Part of
Is
your
this
job
one a-
description is occasionally forming treaties with other countries.
that again, that your mic didn't pick it up.
Thing.
I said
Is
part
this
of your
one-
job description is occasionally forming
Yeah, I
treaties
said
with
that's
other
a
countries.
different thing.
I feel like this
That
is
is
one of those
literally diplomacy! That is the definition of diplomacy!
I feel like this is one of those situations where growing up, Willow did not pay close attention to that particular subject in school.
Yeah, she fell asleep in class during that part.
Yeah.
She didn't fall asleep, she just didn't pay attention.
Willow was there with her eyes painted, with like open eyes on her eyelids.
Oh, God.
I
Yeah, that would have gone over well with Darius.
Oh yeah.
I was about to say. I understand that, however, if you are to be taking a position as a ranger in the future, you are going to, like me, have to deal with diplomatic matters. And if you are to do so, I would rather you do it well instead of end up behind bars. Have to depend on others to get you out.
I was gonna serve my sentence. You didn't have to get me out.
Oh, but dear, you know,
I mean, I did deserve it, so.
I'm glad you're self-aware enough to know that you did deserve it and it was not a good thing what you did. That's great. Now, I would ask you, please, next time you feel frustrated, maybe voice yourself in a calmer tone, and also not include any statements that may indicate harm to others. And I ask that of you, at least.
I'll try.
Thank you, and I will hold you to trying.
Again, like I said, we can have practice sessions.
I believe
And
that's
again, this is not meant as an insult, but that sounds like absolute hell.
well, I mean, nothing worth doing is easy or fun.
I mean, getting lessons from my dad, Bill Morris, with sorcery, when my biological dad is a wizard, that was difficult.
Would you rather do it with a therapeutic tabaxi that can understand you, or would you rather try immediately in the outside world?
I said I would try. Not that I would go through classes.
We're not talking about. I'm not going to. Dear, we are in the middle of an absolute fuck all nonsense situation. You think I'm going to have time to sit you down behind a desk and actually teach you anything?
You said class.
I did not!
Well, we basically just, at some point throughout our time together, just take time to practice communication. It doesn't have to be in a
Yes.
classroom setting. It could just be
No.
while we're kind of lounging about in the tavern or walking down the road or anything like that.
Where is everybody for this?
I assume we're in the dining hall.
Okay. And
Yeah.
everybody is there?
Yes?
Except for
Okay.
Except
Annalise.
Except for Annalise, yeah.
And that's when she just pops in.
I thought about it. I thought about just making her crash from the ceiling right on top of the table right here.
Well, that is well and good, and I appreciate you trying. I'm glad we've finished this discussion. And then she turns over to the servant. Please, another glass of wine. Thank you very much.
He's already got the bottle and he's pouring it
Oh,
on.
thank you.
And I will take a mug of ale, please.
You notice this one is slightly smaller than the last time you were drinking?
Uchi.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Oh my god. Now, Vanthan, you mentioned your father. What, you said something about, talking...
Okay.
You said something about, communication with your father was difficult for you?
No, not the communication part. So my biological dad, he is a wizard, but because of our draconic ancestry, when I was born, I ended up having more archaic abilities in terms of the practice of sorcery. And my other dad, Valmorith, who is not biologically related to me, already knew how to do a lot of sorcery, but his source of magic is different. So it was kind of a learn as you go thing a little bit, also getting help from like outside sources in order to really help me learn about my magical abilities for for our draconic heritage. Because there wasn't a whole lot of sorcerers on my father's side of the family. It was other kinds of magic.
I see. Alright, interesting. If you're going to continue to be part of the team, I would like to know a bit about you. And as she's having this conversation and listening to Vantharn, she's going to be eyeing Colleen to see if she sees her making the bracelets.
Oh. Yeah, she's just working on it under the table.
Under the table.
I take it we haven't heard anything from Annalise as of yet. Like, not since that
I
last note.
assume we would have had either a note or she would have popped back at any moment. I fear the condition she will be in when she returns.
You did this to yourself, Maddie.
Absolutely. I have no
Straight up
problems with
asked
that.
for this.
I have no problem
You're
with that. I'm kind of like, can we
gonna
find
say
out what's
that.
happening now? Like,
Eventually, You will eventually find out what happens.
In this session?
Nope.
You're going.
Okay, cool. I've had so much to do today. This is great. I'm working so much on my knitting.
I will say.
Okay.
Maddie, go ahead and roll a d6 and tell me what you roll.
Okay, and I remember because d6s are
The cube.
Normal dice.
normal dice. Yes, cool.
The little cube.
The little cube. It's a 3.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Something about pigs and and there's this machine where you put bread in it and it comes out toasted bread.
Am I just in modern day like farmland or something?
Did you turn her into a ham sandwich?
No, she's in the world of I am bread.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, bad trip. If I ever heard one, that's a bad trip. She is the bread trying to make her way to the toaster to become toast.
Is this me as the players getting this information, or Annalise is kind of vaguely aware of this?
That is what Annalise is vaguely aware. And
At the moment,
that is what
pigs-
she is rambling about when she just randomly stumbles through the door that usually goes to Garland's shop, yelling something about pigs and magic toasting machines.
No more swine! That's mine. How do I feel, by the way?
You are not conscious.
Do I just fall face forward?
You are out on your feet and walking. You
Oh, so you're piloting.
You have no idea what's going on.
You're on autopilot at this point. Kinda
Or
just
piloting.
glance over to her.
Is that basically what it is?
Have her.
As she walks up to the table, grabs with her bare hands a handful of mashed potatoes, dunks it in a vat of wine, shoves it in her face, not all of it into her mouth, just face covered in red wine and mashed potatoes. She salutes, walks upstairs, and goes to her room.
Oh god.
It's everything I could have hoped for!
I'm
I'm so
shocked
sad
she
that
made
Cass
her
is
room.
missing this.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Watch it back on our YouTube channel after the stream is
Yeah.
At the Total Party Knockouts with an exclamation point.
Yeah.
Have you subscribed? You should subscribe.
Oh my
Like
god.
and subscribe and give us comments. and help us.
It's like those sleepwalking videos on TikTok.
it is.
Oh.
Yes.
So
Yes.
Annalise is back safely.
Well then,
Ish.
That happened.
Happened.
what is it?
Beautifully random.
And look around
So,
and see.
As for the
Probably-
repercussions of that,
Oh,
well, I'm pretty sure we all know what we all know the synopsis to the Hangover movies. Anyway,
Dude, where's my sword?
Dude,
Alright,
sword.
Can
Dude, where's my traveling tavern? Anyway,
Between when she left to when she came back, did it look like there was anything missing from her?
missing?
fingers.
No. Added? There was a few things.
Oh,
What was added?
what was
So-
added?
On her head, there was this weird sort of fabric device that just went right over her head. It was odd. It seems to like let light through it, but at a diffused manner, like it's almost shading a lamp of some sort. Around said lamp shading device, there was a piece of fabric tied in a weird sort of knot that lets two long parts of it through.
So
much like the ones I have over there.
Tie.
Oh yeah,
So
she tried hard.
she did both of the cliches. She has not only the lampshade, but also the necktie.
Oh dear.
She went full cliche.
Well, okay, so I don't get a recap.
Nope. You're gonna have to watch it back later. Annalise came in, said something about a pig and a magic bread toasting device. Walked up to the table, grabbed a handful of mashed potatoes, dunked it in red wine, shoved it in her face, saluted everybody, and walked up to her bedroom.
That's great.
Well, at least she has all of her limbs.
And yeah.
And a tail.
Colleen looks mildly impressed that
I have
they
a
made it
tail.
all the way up
Annalise
to
has
her
a tail
room.
now?
I don't have a tail.
Yeah, we just need a necktie to go over the lampshade.
You have a tie?
Don't die.
Not within reach.
No, this is the episode where Ryan dies. Okay.
Holy crap. No, because that was great. Because she didn't, like, walk back into the frame with that on. She was gone, and then she reappeared with it on, and I just died.
It's actually quite comfortable.
I hope that comes back the way I saw it on the playback, because that's going to be great. Oh my god.
Now, Maddie, you just need to tilt it over your face and off to the side to really give that look of, hey!
Oh god. That's great. That is fantastic.
Right.
Walter's like,
So that happened.
Also, Maddie,
Cole-
there we go.
Oh, maybe?
Maybe. There she is.
Hey.
Hopefully.
Yeah, playback. I just straight up pop back in. I just saw it.
There we go.
All right. Colleen, dear, are you pretty rested? Do you need
Wait.
some sleep at the moment?
Wait, Ryan said I had a tail. We need to clarify this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
have a tail now.
Yeah.
Dope. What kind of tail?
What kind of tail?
Scaly lizard
Ryan, you
cat.
can't say
Is it
someone has
is
a
it like an
tail and
extended
not
a little
expect us to ask
parrot,
what
like
bunny?
a little bunny
elongated
tail.
fishtail?
No, it's
a
prehensile.
It's a
It is
what?
a long. It seems to be made of the same. Like it seems to be her own flesh and skin, but it is a long, sort of thin prehensile tail.
It's a tail of
Oh, you mean
a-
kind of like a tiefling, except without the point at the end?
Kind of, yeah.
Nice.
Dear.
Whether
So
or not
she
you
has,
still
like,
have
one-
it when you wake up is another story entirely.
It's true.
But
I hope so, because that would be cool.
Had she always had a tail?
Honestly, I expected much worse.
Me too.
oh, just wait.
Wait, was it finned at the end or like a tiefling, little like point?
It was more like a monkey's tail, but with fish scales
Oh. So she's a sea
instead of
monkey.
fur.
He's a sea monkey!
This is the best day ever, except for the fact that my best friend just died.
Oh, that got dark. That got dark real quick.
He's a sea monkey.
I'm a sea
That's
Man,
great.
that kid is goth as fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's
Cool.
fantastic.
Colleen dear, are you pretty well rested right now? Do you think you need any more rest at the moment?
I'm absolutely fine. If you'd like me to stay watch, you all can go rest, and I'll just stay in the tavern.
Because this went so well the last time.
Hey, they're not in the forest. The chances of them running into a bear are slim.
But not 0.
Never 0.
They're not 0.
Colleen,
Remember how big this tunnel
Colleen.
is.
If a bear, if you see a bear, please do not try to give it food.
You see anything
What?
She
for
looks
that
like a little,
matter.
little
try to
she
give
goes, "Fine."
Thank you.
Yes.
Is that what
if you
what, the third time now?
What?
Just once.
Oh yeah,
yes, we
I
have-
saved her from a bear twice in
count.
her entire life.
The first one didn't count.
The first one totally did count!
I was 9.
I just
Colleen?
drinking her wine.
Colleen, how many bear encounters have you experienced?
Is there mashed
what
potato
all
in that
happened?
wine?
I hope
I've
not.
seen
I hope it was a
5
different
bears,
day.
and I've seen 5 bears, and only 2 of them ended badly. So I think I'm doing fine.
I looked to Willow.
How badly did they end up?
Almost died the second time.
And the first.
Yeah. And the first.
Vonthar just looks at Colleen with much concern.
Your lack of self-preservation concerns me.
That concerns me too.
And they still turn to me for healing each time. You see my frustration.
The first time, she did not because she didn't know you.
Oh my
The
goodness.
second time, yeah.
Oh, we already got one of
I
us gone
stand
to sleep.
corrected. Yes, Colinda, if you would be so kind as to start the watch, I will come out after, and whoever would like to go next, go. But I do agree that we do need to have watches to ensure the safety of the tavern while we are here.
So we send the person without dark vision out to do the first watch.
I will cast light on one of your objects so that you have something to see with.
Perfect.
How long does light last?
It lasts. How long does it last, actually? It lasts a while.
5 whole minutes.
I know it's here. I know I have it. Here it is.
1 hour.
1 hour. Oh shit, wait. And how are we gonna do this?
Candles?
If we take candles
Hold on, I
outside,
have
will
torches.
they fade? Oh yes,
I have-
torches.
Yeah, I have torches.
You can also just light a campfire outside.
Yeah.
If it's
Just,
pretty
you know.
cold, you're probably gonna want a fire anyway.
Okay, that's a good point, yeah.
Right then.
You
Buy
can
yourself
cast
with whatever
bonfire.
you need. Please do not stray too far from the tavern, and if you do see or experience anything, let us know immediately, alright?
Do we
Alright,
happen
will
to have
do.
any lamps outside the tavern?
Oh, that's okay. I've got it. And then, she's gonna cast Flaming Sphere.
Before you go outside, not now, please.
What sphere?
Yeah, no.
Flaming sphere! No, don't do it!
No. It appears outside of the tavern.
Isn't that an attack?
Oh,
It's an attack!
Technically not. And
Flaming
it's-
sphere!
is a ball
no, I
of
don't know,
fire that
actually.
is 5 feet wide. It can be used in a fight, but it's also just a ball of fire.
I mean,
Cool.
you're
that I
not
control.
wrong.
My face hurts from all the smiling I'm doing today.
You're not wrong, but you should be.
Something does feel wrong about this.
Yeah. We use fireball to light all these candles in this room.
No bigger, go home.
That sounds familiar.
I did not cast fireball to light candles. I cast fireball to kill shit.
That's one way to go out with a bang.
I happen to be in the fucking blast radius of Fireball.
And I didn't know that.
I don't give a shit.
Either in-game or out.
So, I'm going to prepare for rest.
As Willow argues with God about Fireball.
Yes. I'm going to get ready for my, I'm going to get ready to bed. I've had too much wine. Going. Bye.
Same.
Okay.
Please wake me. Oh, please wake me, Colleen, when you are done.
Do.
I would like to go after me, actually, before I go, so that I may, you.
I can actually take the next watch, that way you can get more rest.
Sure, alright, that would be efficient. Suppose I'll go last, unless you want to go after her, Vanthon.
Yeah, I don't mind if you need more rest than me. I didn't do a whole lot besides the walking, so I can take last watch.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Outside of the walking through the tunnel, not a whole lot has happened, so yeah, I can take last watch if you need the rest more.
I just need it mentally,
Yeah, no, that's
if
fine.
anything. So...
Having to put up with us.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Cool. I will take final watch then.
Alright. Good night, all. She'll
Night.
go way over. Before she goes to bed proper, does she find anything in the litter box or no? Just curiosity.
You meant to say letterbox, right? Not litter box?
Letterbox. I don't know why every time I say it in her accent it sounds like litter. Letterbox.
No.
Right, I was curious. And she'll get ready for bed.
Okay. So,
Hawthorne
Colleen.
would.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Hawthorne wants to check up on
Annalise?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
make sure she got to her room safely and she's not like in a position where she could like you know how like when super drunk people like are laying in their bed or laying on, sometimes they get into like the wrong position to where if they get sick they could potentially choke on their own vomit. Hawthorne's checking to make sure she's not in that position.
Here's the thing, I can't drown.
And she's floating in water.
But I appreciate the thought. Go on.
Hawthorne still has
That's the
concern.
That's the logic.
So Bumbo tries, and you walk into Annalise's room, you open the door, and it's wall of water, and you go, oh yeah. Well, I'm already here. And you walk in, and you swim through, and you can breathe. Okay.
She's just consciously breathing because she's not used to being in the sensation of both underwater and being able to breathe. So you're just breathing from your mouth because you're like not used to it.
I have to make sure this is a thing.
That we're just pranking you. So you get in and you see that Annalise is upside down. The lampshade is floating with the necktie still around it. She has tried to get out of her clothes. They get to bed. She didn't really succeed. She's still got one boot on. Her armor is mostly off, with part of it still hanging around her wrist in one space.
Oh dear.
And she's just sort of floating there, completely out.
Okay, Valdar's gonna swim over to Annalise, grab Annalise, and just like guide her to her own bed, and just like what one piece of armor is like just hanging off her wrist. She's gonna like help take that off and make sure she's comfortable.
Yep.
Okay.
Does she stay in her bed?
Okay, so you took the armor off of her wrist, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure she's comfortable. She still has her clothes on, just the armor's off.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, so you take the armor and like probably her, satchel and purse and shit.
Set it to the side.
There's a few things here that you didn't notice her having on her before. You don't know if like they were just there or this is something she acquired while she was out. But there's a corkscrew bottle opener, which has a slight shimmer to it. There is there is a marble, just seems like a normal marble, and in one of the bags is 50 pounds of raw bacon.
Oh. I know every single thought process that went into getting those items.
Right?
Well, why was she talking about a magical toasting device?
It's to grill the bacon. The corkscrew and the marble because they were shiny.
Gave her a bag of bacon? Are you serious? Are you serious, Ryan?
Raw bacon. Raw bacon.
Okay. Well, that is an item in D&D.
I can probably see if we have a refrigeration.
I didn't
know that. I genuinely didn't know. I'm gonna have to look that up.
At least I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it is.
Inside the bag of bacon is a small sort of metallic device. You can see it like buried in the bacon.
I should probably leave that alone for now, but the bacon should probably be sent to the kitchen, so that way it doesn't stink up the place. Left to rot. I don't want her stuff smelling of bacon. She probably would not appreciate her item smelling of bacon.
I would.
I mean, raw bacon, like raw meat.
That's true. Bacon, that's a different story.
Yeah. Bacon is one thing, raw meat, no.
So
If you take the bag of bacon to the kitchen, do you take the thing in the bag out?
So I'm that little metal thing. I'm gonna take that out and set it to the side, so that way it's just the bag of bacon.
Okay, so it's a little disc with a raised little bit to it. It's big and it's red. The middle part is red, and the rest of it is just a disc. And it looks like you could, if you wanted to, press the red bit in a bit, like it's a button of some kind.
Nope, she's just gonna set that to the side. I don't know what it is. I don't want to mess with it. This is otherwise Annalise's property now.
You gave her a red button?
You literally gave her the Staples button.
Well, oh my god! It's either gonna start the end of the world or just make an annoying sound each time.
Just hit the button. That was easy.
You gave the most chaotic character a big red button.
It was that or a deck of many things.
No!
This is better.
No, I dealt with the deck of many things in my in-person campaign. No.
Right then.
My boyfriend drew 13 cards and survived.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah, 13. 13 cards. And miraculously survived.
That is a
Nope.
thing.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that story. It's still freaking wild. Anyway,
You know,
tell
so
me
just-
Colleen actually just set up a regular bonfire instead of like an actual flaming spear outside.
Come on.
Hey,
Oh my
at least
God.
this way, if something bad comes, she can move it and use it as a weapon.
I mean, I guess.
That's And Von Thorn just takes this bag of bacon and like brings it down to the kitchen and looks for like if there's like a colding device to keep it cold and the equivalent of a refrigerator.
Yeah, there is. There is actually
Good beer gives you what you need.
Yes. She sticks the bag of bacon in there so that way it doesn't rot. And then she goes back up to her own room and gets ready for sleep.
Okay.
The giant lounge fellow calls my name.
Ryan, stop it with the dying.
I'm laughing too hard tonight. My lungs can't take it, apparently.
Oh,
Oh,
we
God.
needed this.
Okay. I think it's this one. Alright.
Alrighty then. I think everyone's asleep now, except for Colleen.
Alright, so, Colleen, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Alrighty.
With, have you lit a bonfire or anything?
I did the flaming sphere.
Alright, how much light does this flaming sphere give off?
That is an excellent question. It gives off... Ooh. It does not specify. It just... Oh, it's... The sphere itself is 5 feet, in, diameter? Or circumference? I'm not sure which. And it has a range of 60 feet. I don't know if you want to take that.
So it's a big 5-foot wide ball of fire. Okay. I'm gonna say it gives off about, I'll say 30 feet of light.
Okay.
In every direction. So go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage because it's dark.
Okay. Ooh, not great. 8.
Okay. So you continue working on your little leather project. You don't really see much of anything. At one point, you do see a slight glow off in the distance. And it seems to be coming your way. What do you do?
If it turns out to be a glowing bear, I swear to God, Ryan.
I'm getting this close to making it a storm bear. Just this close.
If it was a storm bear, I am sorry.
Oh my gosh. I am going to... I'm gonna cast Chalet on my staff, on my quarterstaff. One of my cantrips. And move the fireball closer to the glowy thingy.
Alright, as it gets forward, you start to see some more shapes. There's a sort of like... the glow is coming from underneath something, sort of like it, some sort of like carapace-like substance. As it comes forward, you see a glowing beetle, about I'd say 2-3 feet tall. And it just comes up, and it seems to be attracted to the fireball, to the flaming sphere.
Okay. Is it flying? Is it crawling?
It's skittering.
Skittering? Okay, and you said beetle, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do I notice anything else about the beetle? Can I identify it?
Make a nature check.
Okay. Nature 17.
Okay. Okay. You've heard of this. You've seen one in the forest. A creature that just seemed to be wretchedly lost. As it's not normally something that would be found in your sort of habitat. Judging by the way the creature looks and the heat that it gives off itself, it probably makes its home in more colder climates, like the one you find yourself in now. And it seems like it's a giant fire beetle.
Okay. That harmful in any way, or is it? Should I be wary of
It doesn't seem to be
it?
attacking you.
Can it be harmful? Should I be wary? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
It doesn't seem to be attacking you.
God damn it, Ryan!
But it is right next to you at this point because it's attracted to the flaming sphere.
Well, I moved the flaming sphere a little bit away from me when it started approaching in order to try and identify what it was. But
Yeah.
I'll leave it be. I'll let it, be interested in the fire.
As you go to turn around, you see another glow. And another one. And another one. And another one. And then dozens. As they all start coming towards the sphere.
Okay. She's gonna leave the sphere there. But kind of but open the tavern door and kind of go in and like mostly close it. She's gonna leave it a sliver open so she can see what's going on. And she's just gonna be like, "Hey guys!"
And then Esmeri opens her door. Yes?
We have very large bugs. Should we do something about this?
I'm sorry, bugs?
How large of bugs are we talking?
Someone's gonna need to wake Hawthorne up.
I think they're giant fire beetles. They're about 2 to 3 feet tall.
Okay. Yes. She fucking gets down. Where are they? And she kind of pops her head out.
As you pop your head out and you look at the fireball, there's now a swarm of these things around it.
Nope. Goodbye. She starts getting ready to fucking the tavern and leave. No, not dealing with that today. Absolutely not. I am not. No. Thank you for letting us know, dear. It's appreciated. Go wake up the others in case.
That was such a hard nope. It was amazing.
Oh, that's a nope beetle. It lives
Yeah,
in nope
that's an Esmeralda nope.
No, absolutely fucking not. No.
Nope.
Has anybody else ever seen that picture? Oh, that's a nope fish from that river. And never going there to stand.
That's the one that's like black and like has the huge teeth that go like all the way up here.
Fucking hilarious. Oh, that's a nope fish from the never going there river. And Fuck that, a Stan.
I remember that. That's so good. Yep. No. Colleen, do wake up the others. I'm going to prepare the tavern for immediate departure.
Oh. She's gonna go up and like rapidly knock on Willow's door until she answers.
I heard about the bugs. Okay, wait.
Von Thorn is like sleeping. Her sleeping. Purring and sleeping on her giant
gonna
laser.
go at her door and just be like, Fontaine!
Meow.
Broccoli opens up to her.
Is it my turn to watch yet?
No, we have bugs and we're moving, so.
So why not just smack them with a paper?
It's gonna need a real big
We need a very
newspaper.
large paper.
We are in giant country.
What kind of bugs?
Giant fire beetles. They're about 2 feet tall.
Would Von Thorn know what she's talking about?
Make a nature check.
Okay. At least there's a +2 in that. That is a 13.
Nope. But you heard 2-foot tall beetle and went, nope. Or however you would react to hearing the news of a 2-foot tall beetle.
Okay, how is it that giant rats or mice are not a thing in giant country, but giant beetles are?
I don't know how this place works. I'm just trying to get out of here.
Okay.
Miss Murray is prepping the tavern to leave, and she is like,
In such a mood.
Right.
I don't know how it works, but I'm getting out of here.
Yeah. No. Anything bigger than me and is a bug and is flaming fire, absolutely not.
It's not flaming, it's just glowing.
I mean, still.
The fire part of the beetle, Colleen, you notice this, appears to be not, like, it's not actual flame. It does give off heat, but, like, it's more of a, like, thermal, like, a chemical reaction type heat. It's
Like fireflies.
It's more like fireflies, kind of.
I'm thinking in my
It's
head out of character.
bioluminescent.
I'm thinking in my head out of character. Flies from Atlantis, the Lost Empire.
Oh god, why did you say that?
Ryan.
Hold on, I need to insert some things real quick.
No!
Esmeralda is moving a tavern.
And
Absolutely
Von Thorn
not.
gets on her gear and comes out. Yeah.
What's the range on Flaming Sphere?
Is it not 60 feet?
60 feet.
Okay.
And Colleen is gonna be on the outside of the back of the tavern to make that last as long as possible.
Right. And Esmeralda is making sure that she's not using any of her own light. Like, there's no lights on the outside. There's no additional light on us. As she makes her way down.
Baby, lock them doors and turn them lights down low. Oh god. Turn them off because there are large bugs. Large? Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it. They're giant firebugs!
Yeah, the giant firebugs. Fuck that noise.
Oh, it's a 20-foot, it casts light in 20 feet.
Oh.
Okay, so it doesn't say... Okay. I'm just gonna... Alright, we'll do it the easy way then. We'll do it the nice way. So, as you guys start moving out of the range, the fireball just Once Colleen is outside of range.
Mm-hmm.
You're still going.
And now you can't. You just see a bunch of glowing, like you see this sort of pulsing mass of slightly orangish red in the distance,
Mm-hmm.
That's
slowly
just
pulsing, and then it breaks apart and scatters.
I'm gonna be moving for at least an hour. Fuck that noise.
Bonthorn sees this and she's like, what the fuck?
No, 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 absolutely not.
Nope, 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 nope.
It's okay. They had. Can Colleen kind of climb to the front to join Esmeralda?
Sure.
So she's gonna be like, I think it's okay. They just seem to be attracted to the flame, not us.
Just as a precaution, dear.
That's what Ryan
Esmeralda,
wants you to think.
How are you driving?
Oh god.
Behind the wheel?
Yes, I understand that. How is your driving? Are you at what speed are you going?
I'm going, like, basically, it doesn't have a regular movement of 30 feet.
So are you going at top speed?
Yes.
Or are you going at the same careful pace you were before?
No, no, no. I'm basically going 30 feet.
Because you can't
regular-
see very far ahead of you.
Oh no.
Even
So
with my
go
60 feet
ahead.
vision?
Yeah, because it's a big-ass fucking cave. And
Alright.
60 feet at top speed is not about a lot of time to
I don't
change
know how
your
fast
brake.
those things move.
I mean, they move fast enough to outrun a Yeti.
Yeah, no, she's gonna be moving at pretty much top speed, but not dashing.
And a pack of wolves. So, fast enough. At least minimum 10 miles an hour.
Top speed. Fine. I'm moving the regular 30 feet that I know it can.
Okay. So you're moving. Make a dexterity check for me.
Oh boy.
I'm great at those.
Well,
Can I make it for her?
no, make it for the tavern. So go ahead and just roll flat.
Oh, that's great! 18.
Okay. I rolled a 17.
This is why she drives, y'all. Like, I need a vehicle proficiency after this. Fuck this.
Yes. Seriously.
Oh. So you managed to narrowly clip the side of a boulder. No damage to the car, but
Tavern.
like there was a larger boulder just kind of like in the middle of the cave. Where do you assume in the middle of the cave? Because you don't know where the walls are. So you're just kind of like going, and then you see a wall, and you sort of turn,
Mhm.
and then you see a wall, and you sort of turn, because you're still in that sort of corkscrew pattern.
Mhm.
And you go for like about an hour until you decide to like slow down and park the thing, and you look around, and you don't see any glowing or anything like that. All right, what do you do?
How long was it? How long was she out on her watch until that happened?
Colleen?
Yeah.
Maybe about hour and a half.
Wonderful. I'm off to bed. Please,
Have you
please.
stopped the card again at this point?
Yes, I parked it and everything's fine. Yeah, but I will be returning to bed. Colleen, you can't see in the dark, can you, dear?
Nope.
Wonderful. I don't want any more of those beetles coming our way.
I can take over for her.
Are you sure?
She's an
Who
elf.
knows?
Yeah.
Right then.
Who knows
I'm
what
not
other
going to
giant
argue.
creatures are in here?
You keep watch for now. I'm off to bed. And again, if anything comes by, please do alert us.
Yeah.
Again.
Will do.
And she kind of like sighs and goes back to her room.
Hawthorne also goes back to her room, but instead of getting ready for bed, she just plops onto her bed, fully clothed in armor, just in case.
Oh god.
Oh, if Esmeralda had if she had a nightgown, she would have been like staring that thing with a nightgown on. But that's not good for travel. So.
No.
So, for the sake of getting to a good endpoint, soon, the rest of the watch goes without issue. Annalise wakes up a couple of times and yells random profanities and weird things in her sleep. Something about three donkeys.
Colleen's room is next to. Wait,
and a
Colleen's
scythe.
room is next to.
Yeah.
Is Colleen's room next to Annalise's?
I was hoping they were all soundproof.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if they were, you wouldn't have been able to hear Colleen from the front door.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So
we can
rooms
make
are
them
next-
soundproof, but you're back dealing with the firebugs.
Yeah.
Oh no.
They're not
Well,
sound.
hers might be more soundproof than the rest of us because water.
Yeah. So it might be coming out.
We're just
Yeah,
hearing
yeah.
muffled, like, what is that?
I mean, like I assumed like you would have heard her if you like were outside of her room. You know what I mean? Like if you were walking by and you would have heard her.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
whose rooms are next to Annalise's?
they were in the order that they were made. So Annalise, I believe, had the first room.
It was Annalise, then Colleen, and I think mine, and Willow's, then Naaman's.
Which is now
I mean,
gone.
Yeah, so then.
So now
yeah.
it's Von Tharn.
Von Tharn, yeah. So Colleen, your room is next to hers.
Okay.
So you probably would have heard something about donkeys inside.
Yeah, the first
Vaguely.
time she yells something about 3 donkeys, a scythe, and a big key. Don't know where I possibly could have gotten the big key reference.
Of course not.
No
Sure.
idea. I mean,
Sure.
Not at
none.
all.
That's weird.
No clue whatsoever.
No.
When the muse just strikes, you let it take you.
Just trust the process and wait till the end.
Another
Maybe
time,
next tape.
she wakes up screaming about a witch with green hair.
Don't you fucking dare!
And then like Colleen, do you look at your hair like, huh?
Yeah.
A witch with green no, a witch with green hair surrounded by a whole bunch of rubber duckies.
Yeah. Something about a redheaded child. There are fans who have no idea what the fuck we're
Not
talking
a
about.
clue.
No.
They're very lost.
If you want to know, go check out Maddie's TikTok.
Yeah.
Or any of our
Then
TikToks, really.
Yeah, really. I mean, they're all kind of intertwining. Here I am taking notes like, oh, this is an important thing. I should write this down. Okay, they're just references to my OC.
That does not mean that they might not come up later.
Oh.
Great.
Oh.
That's exactly what this party needs. Endlin.
Oh god.
Throw a chaos witch in there. Find out what happens.
You already
Oh,
gave
dear.
her a big red button, Ryan. I'm like, no.
Oh, no, that's not going to be the end of Annalise's drunken tales.
I know.
There
but,
Because she
like,
has a drunken
repercussions
tail.
later. You're just not going to find them for a while.
Oh, yeah. Ooh,
There
this was a
are
good
long-term
decision.
effects for this. There are long-term effects.
Oh my god.
Here
that's
comes
right.
the
I'm not gonna have it.
consequence. Fuck, here comes the consequence.
Oh,
Yes.
this is gonna be. I'm gonna have so much fun with this.
I just gave you a box of do whatever the fuck you want, Ryan.
Oh.
Yeah, basically, I now have license to make Annalise the subject of any plotline I want.
Yeah!
Because she lives for the
One
fame.
drunken
night. What? She's gonna have those stories of like, okay, yeah, I understand that I own this entire town, but I was drunk. You have to understand, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't magic.
You were on a drunken binge with a god.
Exactly.
Who's to say time means anything at this point?
True, she might have been gone for years, and she herself would not know.
Nope.
Hopefully.
Nope.
She's not gonna remember any of this shit. Oh god, yes.
This is gonna be so much fun. Alright, so the rest of the night goes without issue.
Yes.
Because I want to get to a decent ending point tonight, and I know where I want to end. And you guys managed to drive through more of the tavern. The corkscrew has ended. You've been driving carefully, and you haven't come across really anything. The odd giant fire beetle off in the distance, you see a glowing. You hear some chirps and hisses that sound vaguely like a giant spider, but you kind of try to block that one out of your memory and keep moving forward. You hear some more growls, a couple of howls, but they seem very far enough in the distance. And then suddenly, as you come up, you come across a wall blocking your path.
What is the wall made out of?
Do you get out and look?
Yes.
Oh, first of all, is anybody using a light spell or anything like that right now?
I wouldn't be.
Okay. Then you walk up to it, and it seems to be slick. Whatever it is. And it's not the same material as the walls or the ground. But whatever it is, it seems to go from wall to wall, covering the entire area.
Alright, fine. I'm gonna cast light and see what surface is.
It immediately bursts into flames.
Alright.
It's all made of gasoline.
Well, light wouldn't do that because it's not flame. It's not flame. It's just light. It's not technically flame.
It bursts into flame on contact with light. Anyway,
Oh dear.
We'll just have it floating like right by her head, like over here, so that she can just use it.
Jake, I don't know how fast the Starship Troopers would have come to us, to our aid, if we called them
No.
Okay. Okay. I need something now.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I mean, this is gonna happen.
Cat is so cute.
It is. I bet it's very therapeutic to be holding a cat right now, whereas I'm panicking.
very
on
nice.
the inside.
Although she's being a bit of a butt because she keeps wanting down and then literally 2 seconds later she's like, pick me up again.
Yes.
Your baby.
What the heck is my cat again?
She likes being bounced by it like a baby. It's fucking hilarious.
It's adorable.
Okay. So, as you cast the spell, before the light even takes place, you feel this sort of drawing sensation coming out of you. And it seems to be pulling itself. It doesn't pull you, it just. There's a slight pull towards the wall. But the light is cast.
Right. What do I see?
You see the wall slightly harden a little bit and then go back to its sort of like gelatinous sort of form.
I'm going to take a few steps back, maybe about like 20 feet.
Okay.
Which is actually 15 feet. And I'm going to move the light just around and up. as much as I can to really get like a fuller view. Basically, trying to get like a flashlight to see what this thing is. Do I know its color?
It's black. It is
Black.
black, inky, pitch color. It is just this big black mass of ooze and slime.
It's the nothing.
I thought I prepared my spells. I didn't. Too busy panicking. She's gonna call out to the tavern, or inside the tavern. Vonthon.
Wait, is everyone up?
Everybody's
We're
awake
all-
now. Yeah.
This is after the long
it's the
rest.
next
me?
day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what's up?
I mean,
Including
whether
you.
or not you're outside of your room is a different story.
I would have come
You
out
have
after
noticed
my long rest.
several new items in your inventory, which we will go over eventually. I will be adding them to your character sheet.
Cool. Cool.
I just imagine at some point, like, Annalise will have her coat open and it's gonna be just, like, full of various items. Like, here on the inside, like this.
By a sundial.
She's got a ball coat holding a coat of many things.
Yeah, she's gonna have so much shit. But anyway.
And then a junkyard that's basically a bedroom.
Yep.
Vonthon, dear,
What's up?
can I ask you something?
Sure.
Do you happen to have the spell Identify?
I do not have a way. Unfortunately.
Wonderful.
I'm sorry. Wait,
No, it's alright.
I go out to.
maybe we can
I'm
ask
not-
Garland?
Try not to stand too close to it, dear. It has some sort of strange pulling effect, I've noticed, and I'm trying not to stand too close.
Yeah, I think this would be a better question for Garland. His door should be open today.
You're right, but he may not be there. Well, I suppose we could ask Lucy. I really just need this identified.
Yeah.
Usually I could cast it, but I forgot to prepare it.
Oof.
At least chucks a rock at it.
Oh god. Do you really? Are you actually here? I thought you were still in your room.
Nope, I never said that.
Oh no.
How you feeling, Annalise?
I'm 15 feet away.
Surprisingly well, actually. You feel surprisingly okay. There is a headache, but it doesn't seem more than any normal hangover.
Oh.
In here, we thought she was going to have a holy hangover.
Can I have a holy something?
You'll see.
But does she actually throw the rock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead and make a. Well, I mean, it's not a. It's a giant wall. You're not really gonna. Make an unarmed attack, I guess. So it would just be no, because it's. You're not gonna. Okay, you have.
Just
a
trying to
chance
see what'll
roll a one.
happen.
Yeah, you have a chance to roll a 1, so go ahead and make an attack.
No, that's a 20.
Oh,
16 plus 4.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Nice. Yeah, you hit it. It. As the wall starts to shrink down a little bit, and it goes from being a wall to a big pile. It's still too big to pass, but now these long tendrils of it are pulling themselves out.
I think we should back the fuck up.
Yeah. She's gonna take
I made something
tavern.
happen.
Yes. Good for you, dear. Now shut up. And she drags you back with the rest of the tavern.
Is it like the squid? Is it like the puddles that we fought down in the sewer?
It is a similar consistency.
No.
Cool.
No.
as 4 of these tentacles come flopping out.
I just imagine Venom. No.
Kind of.
No. Which direction are they going?
They're just like kind of like whirling around and.
I don't like that. Should we really go get Garland for this?
Maybe? I don't know.
No.
Maybe.
Can't get Garland for everything.
And
That's
that's.
Did we
I don't think
verify
we're that
that?
anyway.
Did we verify that this is a wall and not just a very large creature that we could go around?
It is, as far as you can tell, it is too big to cross to get past right now.
So we need to keep chucking rocks at
And maybe other things. I think chucking rocks is what pissed it off.
Wait a minute. How far can you? No, wait. I have an idea, but it's not coming out. Willow, how far can you normally shoot?
Wait, one. Hold on. I think I know the answer, but I want to make sure.
Okay.
Yeah. She's asking about your arrows, not your deadly glare.
That's infinite.
I think I know too,
150
but
feet.
okay, 150 feet. All right then. So the wall is no longer a wall. It is a puddle.
It's a mass. It is a giant black mass of ooze.
Are there any, since it has its tendrils out, are there any like openings past, even like small ones? Or is it just like?
Nothing you could get the cart by.
No, not the cart. I'm just seeing if there are openings.
I mean,
Even if like small ones.
You want to see
presumably,
if there's anything behind him?
Yes.
Well, you can't see that far.
Ryan,
You can't see that far.
Okay.
Yeah.
when Esmeralda and Von Tharn were close to the giant inky-like thing, was there a smell coming from it?
Yeah, and
What
it's
did it
bad.
Did it smell
It
like...
smells like decay, like dead animals, like things are rotting.
anything
Esmeralda-
that could come off as gaseous?
I mean, in theory, maybe. Depends on what you're looking to do.
Because I still have a couple of firebolt left.
Yeah, I saw a couple of fire arrows.
Yeah. We both have
It's
fire
flame
arrows
tongue.
left.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, are you going
That's
to attack
close
it?
up.
If you do so, please let me know, and I'm going to move the tavern away just a bit so that.
Yeah, like move the tavern away several feet.
Okay.
30 feet? 30 feet? How about 30? 30,
Willow,
40
how
feet?
how far can your bow or crossbow shoot?
150, right?
Yeah.
As you guys are discussing this, one of the tentacles comes flying just over your head.
Oh shit!
As they seem to just be whipping around.
Excuse you, sir. We're trying to have a conversation here.
It's reacting to our conversation. You...
As it whoosh right beside you.
Hey, I'm gonna shut up now.
So I think it may understand us. Would it be all right?
I'm yelling out to the sludge thingy.
Oh no.
While she's yelling, Esmeralda is
Would it
actively
be-
moving the tavern back. She's like,
Could
fuck
you
this
please
noise.
move out the
Back away
way?
from Bonthorn a little bit.
What's your AC?
Esmeralda, mine.
Beep, beep, beep.
Yours.
Nope.
Mine. 16.
As as you start yelling at it, one of the tendrils comes whipping to the side of you. It rolled a 16.
It just I'm using
hit.
shield as a reaction.
Oh.
I have
Okay.
completely gone stealth.
Which gives me a
Okay.
+5 to my AC, so that makes it a 21.
21?
Yep,
Okay.
21 AC. Because I have shield.
Oh no.
It rolled a natural 16.
Oh.
Oh.
But with
It
the modifier,
gets
it's what?
+5 to attack.
21 exactly! Oh my god, are you fucking serious? Are you serious? Are you serious?
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So you get hit. So that's a hit.
Ow!
You guys said
ow.
you were standing within 15 feet, right?
No, I was back like out just outside the tavern with Esmeralda.
Okay, how far back was the tavern?
To the 30 feet.
Okay. Next time say that ahead of time, but or I should ask that ahead of time, but we'll say that. So in that case, since you're that far back, it can't reach you, but it does lash towards you.
Excuse me, entity.
Annalise has gone stealth mode.
Yeah, can I roll for stealth, please?
Yep, both of you.
Advantage, right? Because
You have advantage, yes. Because you're...
We'd like to get
Please, you're shutting up.
Got a natural 19
Nice.
plus 7.
Nice. Yeah, you're hidden.
Yeah.
It just keeps lashing all 4 of its tentacles towards the noise.
Can you stop that?
It doesn't.
Wait, Colleen's gonna take the sash from around her her waist and go up to Vonthorn and just put it around her mouth.
Shh, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
She feels bad about it, but she's not gonna talk right now.
Grandma, don't mess her.
22, by the way.
My grandma had enough.
22.
Okay. Yeah, you're hidden.
Oh. Oh boy.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, they're just thinking, hey, it reacted to us talking about actually shooting the thing. She thought, oh, maybe it actually does understand some common speech.
Poor
Apparently,
Vonthorn.
she doesn't like the sound of voices.
Hmm?
Apparently, she just doesn't like the sound of voices.
Apparently.
Or maybe it just doesn't like people throwing rocks at it.
Yes.
Maybe.
We'll never know. It's not telling us anything.
I don't know. It's a
Don't know.
timing thing.
So what do you guys do now?
Right. We might need to know more about this thing, but I am terrified of being in the vicinity of it for too long.
You are currently outside of its reach.
That doesn't mean it can't move.
We should go away for it or fly away. We should go away.
I agree, and she's going to move the back the tavern back.
Oh my. Okay.
Like an additional 20 feet. If any of you are near, hello, please.
We're an additional 100.
I'm sorry. I keep meaning to say that Colleen takes it down, but it's too funny.
In advance, I'm 60
Colleen
feet
decided
away.
to gag Hawthorne.
60, an additional
Keep trying to talk.
feet away from.
As you guys are doing this, or talking about
Yes.
this,
Yes.
it actually does start to move forward about 20 feet.
Oh shit.
It is now within reach.
Oh,
And is going to make an attack roll.
No.
At this point, we will pick up here
We're gonna
next
start.
week.
Yeah, we're gonna start next week initiative.
Yes! And let us remember both Annalise and Willow are stealthed.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, this is going to be fun.
And
because-
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
No.
Just wondering if this is a black. Jake is wondering if this is a black pudding.
No. This is my own custom thing.
Oh.
Yes, it is.
And we thought this
Of course
something's
it is.
very similar to
Of course
this
it is.
in the sewers.
Of course it is.
They were much smaller.
Yeah, kind of.
It's kind
the
of like
same-
a mix.
It's the same species in the same way that ogres are giants.
Yeah.
So like, or that like
Yeah.
that tieflings are humanoids.
Right.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of it's loosely related, if anything.
And I can't wait to watch this back. Oh my god.
This was such glorious chaos. It was just like, yeah, let's go do some
I'm gonna-
research on this thing. Nope, let's start it now.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
No waiting around.
Nope. Nope.
We
We
Absolutely.
do not do cautious anymore. I don't give a fuck.
Just throwing caution to the wind.
Literally.
Literally.
Or rocks into giant black masses of slime.
Oh my god.
Made something happen, y'all.
You
I mean,
did.
You did. No one can say that you didn't. You did make something happen. Wait, you
I am
probably
very
made a
proud
lot
of
of things
myself.
happen in your time away.
Oh,
Yeah.
most definitely. Most definitely.
I cannot wait to see the TikToks of possibly Annalise interacting with Endolin.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god. The possibilities.
No.
Oh no. Oh.
Oh my god,
Yes.
no, if
I'm gonna have to
Ro
look up black pudding and make sure that I didn't just accidentally make a black pudding.
No, Endolin, Maddie. So, if Ro interacted with Annalise.
Oh my god.
No. Ro and Vontharn in a room together.
Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. You know what would happen? You know, it would be between Annalise and Endolin. Annalise would go into the lake and mess with the giant rubber duck.
And the Kraken.
She would just start moving. What was happening?
She would make friends with the Kraken of the Black Lake.
For sure. Or she would throw a rock at it and become its enemy. One of the two.
Yeah.
Depends on how chaotic she's feeling that day, yeah.
It's true. It's true.
True.
So,
Very true.
Ryan, do I remember anything of the previous time?
At a point where you're not being attacked by something, you'll find out. You can roll.
Okay.
We'll do rolling to see what you may or may not remember. It'll be fun. I'm looking at a black pudding. No. What I've made is way more terrifying.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And we'll
no.
find out just how much terrifying next week. Okay.
This thing only has a challenge rating of 4.
Oh.
Fuck off.
Oh.
No.
Thing we're fighting or black pudding?
No, we're not.
The black pudding only has a challenge rating of 4.
Cool.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
Cool.
This thing I put it at 7.
Hey. Okay. Awesome.
Thanks, Ryan.
Whoa.
You're
Great.
welcome.
Awesome. Great.
You're welcome.
I like chucking rocks at things.
I know you. You do it well.
I really do.
You're the best at doing that.
Yep, I like slapping the random runes, chucking rocks, and now I have a random, probably magical red button. It's gonna go
You
so
also
well.
have a bag of bacon.
Yes.
A pin of
Bag
everything.
of bacon is very important.
Speaking
Pin
of
everything
bacon,
as well.
I
And a
have
marble.
dinner
and a
to
corkscrew.
prepare. So
Yes, we should
we
probably
sign
wrap
off?
up, stop the stream.
Yeah. Anyway, so I hope you guys had fun.
I know I did.
Hey, Willow.
Join us next week.
I spy.
Please join us
Willow
next
eye
week.
something round.
And until then,